right, I think we are live. Bear with me. If you're watching this after the fact, please do feel free to fast forward. Catherine, you're not able to join tonight. Thanks so much, and yeah, you need to remind myself to remind people to click the like button. Saneth, literally waiting. Hera and Leary need to start fast. Hera and Leary are on different teams tonight. This is a show match, and let's just get the ball rolling. Hopefully everyone's doing well, and like I said, if you're watching this after the fact, please do feel free to fast forward. This is a best of 7 set, 2 versus 2. We'll go over the players in a second of the new clan. I'm not 100% sure if it's WeSports or WeSports. I'm going to say WeSports just because that's the easier thing for me to say. But if somebody in the chat knows, or somebody in the comments knows after the fact that I have been mispronouncing the clan name or the team name this entire time tonight, yeah, let me know. Do like to know that kind of stuff. But like I said, for now, I'm definitely going to be calling them WeSports. And let's see who's playing. We've got Hart and Leary representing WeSports. These are two Aftermath players who, after Aftermath disbanded, WeSports signed them all up. And on the other side, we have GamerLegion, 2 players I mean, these are obviously 4 players we know, but in yellow, Doubt, and in blue, Hera. So like I said, this is a 2v2. And let's take a look at the civs for now. Hart is playing as the Franks. In green, his teammate as the Mayans. And then opposite of them, yellow, Doubt, whose town center I'm having difficulty clicking, is playing as the Georgians. There's a donkey cart right there. Remember, the Georgians do start the game with a free donkey cart. And Hera playing as the Ethiopians. Let's take a look at the Civ team bonuses and see whether or not... I'm not 100% sure if these teams have been randomly selected, or these Civs have been randomly selected, or if they're picked or drafted, whatever the term is. But in any event, the Ethiopians, one of my favorite team bonuses, outposts, +3 line of sight, no stone whatsoever. So absolutely no excuse for yellow and blue not to just literally dot the map with those, oh my goodness, outposts. Hey Marco, how are you? Sorry, I'm getting my my chat. Yeah, I'm looking forward to this 2v2, especially these players. I mean, Leary and Hart are not lightweights. Not that Hera and Doubt are lightweights, but should be a fun evening. Oh yeah, sorry, the team bonuses. Repairing damaged structures now for Hera and for Doubt is going to cost 25% fewer resources. That is the Georgian. So 2 very powerful team bonuses on the right side of the map. Let's take a look at the left side of the map. We've got the Mayans, which we know the walls, those cheaper walls for the Mayans are 50%, which also, by the way, applies to Palisades. And the Franks, their knights have extra line of sight, so not the most useful of bonuses for the Mayans who don't have a stable super gen. Hey, glad to catch you lurking. Super gen, we had a live stream about, when was it? I think it was last Thursday. I want to say the 20th. And if you have an opportunity, watch that live stream, because there were about 50 different massive siege onager hits that were just absolutely fun to watch. Let's take a look at the map. We are the first game of best of 7. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, this is a best of 7 show match. And a line of attack between red and blue, pretty open. I mean, speaking of open, look at this. Absolute open plain between the Georgian and the Mayan. One has the fastest foot archer in the game. One has a pretty damn fast, heavy, medium shock cavalry unit. And by the way, I believe Harris streamed these games earlier in the day as part of his charity stream. If you haven't checked that out, if you like UNICEF, I think is the charity that he's donating to, definitely check out Harris' Twitch. And I think there should be a link there to donate if you're at all so inclined. but I figured I should mention it since it's a pretty worthwhile cause. UNICEF. I remember as a child in Toronto being given little boxes and going around on Halloween, not only trick-or-treating, but collecting loose change and spare change and pennies and nickels and dimes. We obviously don't have pennies anymore in Canada. For those of you that don't know, they are no longer legal. But those were some good times for you, for UNICEF. Atlas, yeah, you are. You're actually in game number 1 here. As it looks like Doubt, our Georgian, is the first to hit the feudal age. And he is already getting 2v1'd here by a couple of scouts who should be able to kill both of these villagers, no problemo. Yep. And now they're going to go after these other two. This is so much fun in 2v2s. Whereas Hera's on the other side of the map, sussing out Heart's base. Heart is here with his teammate. Oh, look at the teamwork. Absolute tragedy here for our Georgian, who loses 4 villagers already. Although, to be fair, from the Rage Forest games that we've seen of Doubts, he should be pretty comfortable losing about half of his economy. His scout was across the map. Looks like he didn't really get too much done. Lost a whole bunch of HP, but doesn't really matter. The Georgians regenerate 5, 10, 15 HP as the game goes on. And he is in Feudal, so that regeneration does kick in. Now Hera's in here taking a little bit of damage. And a Frankish scout will shoo him away just as a spearman returns back to his patrol duty. I really wonder why Doubt didn't have a spearman out. Doubt doesn't have any kind of army except for cavalry. Was he perhaps relying on Hera to send a spearman north? Does Hera even have one? Absolutely not. So GamerLegion playing it fast and loose with their villager defense already from the start of the game. Green is pinging over here. Is it a wall off? Is it a market? Do you just like the autumnal oaks? Now our Frank is heading out to the south. He's heading into the north. Is this a damage? Yeah, it's the damage scout. Hera's got 1 scout left. He's got his pack of archers. Oh, is he going to send archers north? I really am curious to see what wins out at the end of the day. If it's the cheaper Mayan archers, their foot archers, except for skirmishes, do get progressively cheaper as the game. 10, 20, 30 in Imperial, discounted. But the Ethiopian foot archer is the fastest firing. They are literally machine gunners. If you haven't seen their 18% faster attack, it is very noticeable. Our Frank comes in, sees double range. What he doesn't see are archers. And so he immediately pings up here. Look at that. Heart pinging there. Green pinging over here saying, hey, I see the units from our opponent. But where, oh, where are those pesky blue archers? Let's keep our line of sight on Leary and Heart on WeSports. As, oh, they get the wall up just in time. Okay, I'm getting a little concerned about where the hell these archers are. Okay, they just showed up. Never mind. There, caster extraordinaire, yours truly. They finally counter with a villager kill on their side. But here we go. You're gonna F around. You're gonna find out against the Mayans. They can mass much, much quicker than you can. Will the palisade even fall? Oh, after all of that, he just deletes it. Frankish scouts, Mayan archers are going to shoo this away. Oh, man. Marco, you are not kidding. 2v2s are just so much fun. He was asking that why I didn't get Loom. I read that quote, Marco, in Hera's voice in my mind. By the way, you know how much I talk about Hera being an absolute beast. I think he's still live streaming right now while I'm live streaming. Oh, do you guys hear the honking in my garage, my parking lot downstairs? Because, of course, my baby is sleeping peacefully. So some jackass has to be honking his horn. GamerLegion is OP once Hera's joined. Now that Hera's joined, well, Atlas, we'll find out, won't we? As the Mayan army is heading south, scouting ahead of it like a good scout should is the Frank, and Hera is the designated target for WeSports. Now that there's more people here, is it WeSports or is it WE Sports? Because if you look at the logo at the bottom left of the screen, the first W and E are very much capitalized, much bigger than the sport. Let's see it. Let's actually see what we're working with. I'm just going to highlight all the units. 12 archers to 10, 7 scouts to 5. So ignoring upgrades, which it doesn't look like anyone has except Hera, +1/+1. Our mine is just at a +1 nothing. This should be fairly easy for red and green. But as always, the feudal dance arrive. You are not quick enough. Green and red need to move it. They need to hustle. Otherwise, that defender's advantage is going to kick in, and a couple of surrounding Georgian scouts are moving in as well. I'm surprised that Doubt hasn't darted in here to at least try to take out some of HP and then dart out. Because remember, his units do regenerate HP. AC Dragon Rider. Yeah, the Dance of the Dragons. I haven't started watching the new season of House of the Dragon. Leonardo, nice to see you. How are you tonight? We're switching it up. No Rage Forest tonight. This is pure 2v2 madness. A whole bunch of different maps, I believe. And our Mayan? Okay. Leary is heading home. Leary's resources are not quite at Castle Age levels. I got really excited here for Feudal Age, and then the players haven't actually killed anything. They haven't even fought. Do you see a single dead body anywhere here? Am I missing something? I don't think there's a single dead body. So many units, so much tiptoeing around one another. Oh, Blue's got to be careful. Okay, never mind. Hart is just running towards the south of his base. But where are these green archers? Okay, they're heading down. It looks like Hart and Doubt will be the first on their teams to hit Castle Age. Chris, hello. Buonasera. Here we go. Now we're working with 15 archers, 10 light cavalry units against 22 archers. I mean, this is a 7 archer difference, and now red has defender's advantage. The flags are up on the stable. 1 scout in here, 1 scout in here. What are red and green waiting for? Do they want them to enter into this death nook and get trapped in here? Do they think Hera and Doubt are going to be that silly Billy? No, they destroy the stable and then they get the hell out. That was obviously what they were going to do. Somebody throw a punch already. I'm the most docile, pacifistic person you'll ever meet in your life. But even I'm telling these guys, throw a freaking punch. You've got big armies. Although maybe we're waiting until... maybe we're waiting to Castle Age. Maybe we're waiting for some reinforcements. 9 more archers out of our Ethiopian. I'm hearing a lot of grunting from the archers as they fire their bows and arrows, but I'm not hearing a lot of death sounds. Here we go. Is this the moment? Is this the time? That's the payload for waiting 20 minutes. That's the freaking payload. 1 scout. Okay, careful of the town center. It also racks up 1 kill. It looks like our Frank made quick work of those Georgian scouts. Even though I believe the Georgian scouts should have more HP, right? Oh, no. Wait a second. Okay, my bad. These are light cavalry units already. Hera's in an alley here. Deleted some there. I don't know if it's a palisade or a house. Something's lying on the floor there. Heart. They want more villager kills. Looks like 4. 5. 5 or 6 villagers have died there. Now Hera's army are crossbows, but so are the Mayans. And the Mayan reinforcement. Oh my good, the choo-choo train is here. Now those archers are 20% cheaper. And now our Frank, he's brought the heavies. There's going to be a lot of dead blue villagers. Unless they got targeted down by the crossbows. But if they do, then the crossbows are going to get targeted down. Army counts are almost identical. GamerLegion's down about 16 villagers, though. Okay. The last of the Georgian defense to the rear of Hera's base has fallen. 1 more scout remains, but Leary is being incredibly careful with his army. His 2-0 upgraded army. They will have Thumbering in a second. Heras are 2-1, so the better upgraded unit. And when everything is equal, how do you beat a 20% discount? Here we go, here we go. Both players. Fancy footwork in front of the main body of the archers. Both players have ballistics. We've got a couple of Georgians cavalry, which are double in size. They outnumber him by 2-1. Why is the players are being very hesitant here? Army counts remain identical. WeSports are now ahead 21 villagers. So their villager lead is growing. They're sitting at 3 town centers to 2. Leary with the extra town center to the rear of his base side. Ooh, beautiful. Next to the gold wood, lots of room for farms. And the parties disengage. Except, oh, our Georgian is catching straggler crossbows. Some reinforcements are not going to make it to the battlefield as the last one falls. Ouch. Very aggressive town center here out of Leary. I wonder why. I also wonder if the WeSport clan, if they're going to settle. This is the kind of stuff that I like to focus on. Well, welcome to my brain. You see Leary at the bottom right of your screen in heart. One has an underscore, one has a dot. I wonder what if there's going to be any kind of uniformity imposed on players, like every other clan, like GamerLegion has GL period, or will they each be allowed to choose their own? I don't even know if it's called a letter. What is it called? A symbol? Our Frank does have 2 armor, but Dowd has 2 armor and an attack upgrade. GamerLegion with the better upgrades. They're now ahead 13 army count, 15, 16 army count. But in the long run, they are still down now 26 villagers, 5 town centers to 3. Hera finally adding a town center for his team. And another bloody mess in front of one of the bases. I love that the battles are taking place right in the face of one of the players, either right in blue's face or right in red's face. Yellow, Dowd had his villager number slaughtered very early on in the game. Our Mayan better be sending a relief column. There it is, 19 crossbows. And he's getting the last armor upgrade as well. Why are you clumping them? Just send them one at a time if you need to. Ooh, they run into a whole bunch of reinforcements. They get one. But now our Georgian has a pretty damn scary army. 20 knights that regenerate HP with bloodlines and +1/+2 armor, +1/+2 upgrades. That is not a small army to contend with. GamerLegion's army lead is almost, actually it's 60% bigger than their opponent. Their opponents, though, have now arrived with 25 crossbows. GamerLegion attacks the weak link in the chain, the house. You know what? The crossbows are on the high ground. I don't think they're going to survive, but they'll definitely take out a whole bunch of units. Even more reinforcements coming. 28. How many archery ranges for our Mayan, by the way? 3 as 5 knights. I thought we got rid of the stacking issue, as 5 knights now are going to try to stop him from being able to reinforce. 15 Frankish knights to 26 Georgian. Oh, and looks like the Georgian is inside the base. We'll keep an eye out on this kill count here on the Georgian as I have my mouse on them. Oh, interesting. It actually looks like our Frank is retaliating, but he's run into 2 spearmen and a fortified church, so we'll see how much he can get done over there. Now, the Georgian fortified church, unlike the Armenian, does not come with a free relic. A second town center finally going up for our Georgian. By the way, his knights, for all of the beautiful fancy maneuvering, have gotten 0 kills so far. So I'm wondering if this is just a scare tactic out of Doubt. Keep those knights running around, make sure the Mayan stays turtled up inside his base. But for now, they've penetrated. They've destroyed a stable an hour ago, a house a minute ago. 1, 2, 3, 3 whole farms have been destroyed, but nothing else has been done. And now, oh my goodness, Hera loses a whole bunch of crossbows on the low ground. And Doubtus now says, forget it. Oh, look at this. These knights have actually managed to get 8, 9 kills. But they all do die. I love, by the way, that Capture Age now shows the dead units. So if you're highlighting them, it still shows you how many units in total these ghost knights killed. 8 villagers for 5 knights. On any day, I'd say that's not a great trade, but if it stops reinforcements, allowing you to overrun your opponent's army here, it is a pretty good trade. I love that Leary continues to take the high ground here. Hera is losing a lot more than he should. These Georgian knights are about to get sandwiched. 1100 HP. A Frankish Chevalier is en route. Ouch. And GamerLegion just had their army count reset. They are the ones who are now down 50%, and they're still down 37 villagers. Let's take a look at their bases, as for the first time in a long time, the players have actually disengaged. How many fortified churches does our Georgian have? Only 2, and this one is doing jack shit. Oh my goodness, this is a completely useless one. Put one here. Okay, 4 TCs for you, 3 for our Mayan, who finds himself yet again under attack. But now Doubt is basically just throwing away knights. 3 town centers for our Frank, who is sitting on a healthy 96 villager count, and 3 town centers for our Ethiopian. And our Ethiopian, by the way, the first on his team to click up to Imperial. Ooh, which town center is it? The forward one. Oh, Hera's not moving out anytime soon. Not with the forward TC researching Imperial, but it looks like it will be our Mayan who hits the final age first. And then those archer units are 30% off, and then all of a sudden, I don't know. It's going to be tough. What are the resources for the Frank and the Georgian? Neither one is quite ready to go up to Imperial just yet. Oh, I said I wanted GamerLegion to have outposts. It is, in fact, WeSports that's going to be plopping down. Knights move in. A monk. A tower. I know Doubt was speaking a lot about Svan Towers at some point. I hope we get to see that upgrade. Oh, he's here again. They're going after the monk. Will he get the conversion? No, he doesn't. But he bought enough time with his life. That monk sacrificed himself so that those knights would not kill the villagers, and they die with not a single villager kill so far. Maybe not. Looks like Red is trying to pull the same shit in the back of Yellow's base that Yellow is trying to pull in the back of his base. Except he's got a whole bunch of Mayan crossbows, and in 20 seconds, they're going to be arbalests with chemistry. Hell maggot, yeah. Very defensive castle here for our Frank. And the arbalests are out. Damn you, donkey cart, he says. It's like one arbalester did enter into the space he dare not enter. And what is Hera doing in Imperial? Also arbalest, also bracer, also chemistry. And now he's moving to here. Doubt probably said, don't worry, bro, I got this. Go out and have some fun out on the map. And that is exactly what Hera is going to do. Oh my goodness, our Mayan is going up to 70, almost 70 freaking arbalesters. And this is not going to go well for Doubt, but I'm assuming he knows that. I'm assuming the whole point of this is just to shoo this archer force away while he keeps gathering the resources to go up to the final age. Although, unless he's already clicked up, he is nowhere freaking close. Ouch. Our Mayan is training 19 archers at a time out of how many? 9 archery ranges to Hera's 5. So not only are the units 30% cheaper, they're being pumped out. Oh my god, almost twice as fast. Damn you, Age of Empires. Hera didn't even think to go here. Doubt, of course, the one who just shoves right in. Damn you, Age of Empires, and your hills and your confusing graphics. Armayan's entire army is here. It looks like this tiger might actually get a kill. Oh my god. No, it dies right before it can. Let's see what GamerLegion can accomplish here. Everyone's an Imperial except for Doubt. He is a third of the way there in terms of resources. I mean, that was just gross, Atlas. You spend so much time and energy, and then all of a sudden, oh yeah, oh, it's a hill, I can't see the other side. And you get shafted. By the way, what the hell was that battle? Okay, WeSports takes the first game, but what the hell was that? Why did Hera's army die so fast? Aside from their discount, I don't think there's anything special about Mayan Arbalesters, right? The armies look, the armies are identical. Oh, but Hera has 36 less HP. Let's see how this battle goes. Our Mayan is fully upgraded. Oh, Hera's missing the last upgrade. That's why. So one has 2 pierce armor, one has 4. That is a huge deal. That is literally 46 more damage done by the Mayan every single volley compared to their opponent. Okay, now the picture looks a little bit clearer. It also looks like Hera was moving his army for about 3 or 4 seconds while these Arbalesters just fired. But remember, these are Ethiopian. Does he have Parthian tactics? Yeah, he does. So they fire as fast as a Mangadai. But within seconds, the numbers... Ooh, let's get rid of you, dead Arbalester. Are now 22 to 18. And there's that move command. There's that lack of the final armor upgrade. And yeah, okay, now it all makes sense. Ouch, and reinforcements coming in. And Doubt's about to lose a couple of villagers up here as well. So GamerLegion takes game number 1 in a very fun fashion, archer to archer, and there's your Mayan discount. Look at that, literally 50% more. I actually don't know if there's any rules in this show match about slinging or whatever, but we'll take a look anyway. Doubt with the gold from the relics. 3 conversions by him as well. Raisings 4-3, not the end of the world. Let's take a look at kill count. So, oh yeah, no wonder our Mayan had the most kill, Hera. So it was an archer game, this particular one on Arabia. And yeah, that army absolutely melted. And that's had nothing to do with the discount, by the way. We saw the armies were in the exact same quantity. They each had 23 archers. And it's just the upgrades. If you don't think upgrades are important, watch this battle over and over and realize what 46 extra damage every single volley will do to your opponent. All right, I'm going to set up game number 2. Ooh. Game number 2, we find ourselves on one of my favorite maps, Fortress. And in this particular fortress, there are kings. Where are you, Mr. Green King? There you are, with your big robe and your funny hat. And let's take a look. Now, one thing you'll notice on Arabia is that they pull boars with their scouts because they can put the scout inside the castle. So I wouldn't be surprised if every single, yeah, red's doing it. Hera's scouting it's outside. Blue. Okay. Actually, no idea where the hell blue scout is. Okay, blue is waiting, I guess, for the right time. So everyone's kind of doing it, which, funnily enough, leaves the kings with their decent line of sight to be the scout in this kind of fortress iteration. Now, the other reason the king can be a scout is because look at the movement speed, 1.32 tiles a second. I think 1.2 tiles a second is a normal scout in the Dark Age. So the king can actually outrun the scout. So there's literally no risk to this king. There's nothing here that can kill it unless it ventures into the tower fire of the enemy base. And because we're on Fortress, everyone starts with a little bit of infrastructure. some barracks, a barracks, some houses, farms, and then most importantly, a castle. So in Castle Age, we do hit the ground running. Yeah, you did miss the first game, but it was fun. It was fun. I'm hoping we get to see 7 more or 6 more. So is Hera as good in team games as he is in 1v1? Ooh, I don't know what his track record is. Oh, by the way, this guy's got an umbrella against the sun, so he came prepared. I mean, probably should have worn a shirt if he's worried about the sun, but there he goes, waddling off. It's hard to say if anyone is quote unquote good or bad in team games. It depends on your partner, depends on like a million different factors. It's Hera, so I'm assuming he's going to be pretty damn good. We've seen him in Rage Forest. He's done quite well in Rage Forest. Oh, by the way, probably should introduce the civilizations, right? In blue, the Spanish. All trade units are going to generate, I believe, 25% more gold. Bengalis by doubt in yellow. Trade, oh my goodness. Their team bonus is that trade units give 10% food in addition to gold. So we've gone heavy on the trade. These two players expect this game to go perhaps into the later stages of the game. Humans, all palisade walls have 33% more hit points. Another useless freaking technology for Team WeSports. This is the second time. That's like the Knights having extra line of sight for the Mayans is about as useful as, I don't know. Well, what's the expression? An asshole on my elbow or something? What the hell are you going to do with palisade walls here? By the time you've chopped these trees down, it's already late Castle Imperial. Anyway, I'm going to stop rambling. The Chinese in green might be the most useful bonus here. All of their farms seed with 10% more food. Fun fact, if you ever have a Sicilian and a Chinese on the same team, they will have the most bountiful farms, the Sicilians, in the game. I believe it's something like 12 or 1300 food. Blue is pinging over here. Oh, I thought it was perhaps a king, but you can tell it's the king with the little crown on the minimap. Hera's taking a bit of a beating here. Oh, he's still in the Dark Age. He's 20 seconds away. If you're not familiar with scouts, how they work in the Dark Age, they move 1.2 tiles per second. And then once Feudal hit, you don't have to do anything. Oh no! Oh no! Hera almost just lost this game at the 7-minute mark. Scouts in the Dark Age, they attack on a 3. They move at 1.2 tiles per second. And then once you hit Feudal, they automatically self-upgrade like a Terminator. And then they move at 1.6 tiles per second. And their attack jumps up to a 5. Oh my goodness, Hera's king. Playing with freaking fire is our Spaniard, who loses his scout, by the way. I'm shocked that he didn't get chased into here, although his castle, luckily for him, is here. If the castle was maybe down here, I suspect that that Cuban scout would have kept chasing in. Actually, what am I talking about? 1.6. I think that's just the Cuban 1.6. Everyone else is 1.55. My bad. I forgot that the Cumans get progressively faster and faster. Second town center for our Cuman, making use of that Feudal Age bonus. Why the hell not? You are behind closed walls. One of the funny things I like to look at on Fortress is where the towers are located. Useless. Useless. Double useless. Protecting the gold, but still kind of useless. And somehow Doubt and Hera get the better tower placement. Hey, Gray Shrimp. He's a decent flank. Oh, there's a motorcycle revving in my parking lot. You watched a game of his. He looked pretty good. Hey, Atlas, that is actually a very good point. I have seen Hera in team games, and he does not. There are players usually at around like the 17 and 1800 Elo level, maybe even like 13, 1400. When I watch their streams on Twitch, they're always pinging the map. Hey, build something here. Hey, do something there. Hey, watch these idle villagers. Hey, do this over here. It's so annoying. I'm glad that Hera isn't one of those micromanagers. By the way, everyone but Hart is in the final age. Of course, he delayed himself significantly with that second TC. But when he does hit the next stage, he is going to hit with literally almost double the villagers that our Spaniard has, and 15 more villagers than our Bengali has. Although remember, the Bengalis do spawn those free villagers every time they go up in age. So Doubt really should be at 25 villagers, just like Hera. But because of that Civ feature, he is at 29. Do you think that the Chinese bonus isn't enough? Oh no, I think 10% on farms is more than enough. I always view farm related bonuses and upgrades as an indirect wood upgrade. The more food your farm has, the less you have to seed it, the less frequently you have to seed it, I mean. And if you're seeding it less frequently, you don't need as much lumber or wood. And if you don't need as much wood, you can allocate your villagers to something else. So that's how my logic kind of works. Even though I get it, it's obviously a food bonus. The more, you know, food you have, the less time you have to spend seeding a farm, and therefore you're collecting more on the whole. But it's, in my opinion, mostly an indirect wood-related bonus. I don't know why I went on off on that tangent. 2 town centers. Why did I think there were 2 town centers for our Spaniard? Doubt has gone up to 3. 1, 2, 3. So he's going to get 6 free villagers when he goes up to Imperial, if he does. Conquistador is circling the south of this Cuban base. Our Cuban is now a minute away from the next age. And oh, mama, we're seeing Chucanoos. You see the 1800 micromanaging bros. That would be real funny to watch. What are you attacking? The gate or the wall? The wall it is. Good smart decision based on the HP. And Hera's not relenting. Here comes a petard. But correct me if I'm wrong, the Conquistador does not have the range needed to safely take down a TC, right? They're both at 6 range. Hard, by the way, has already walled this off. Not too sure where he's going now. Oh, he saw the Conquistadors moving in here. He thought they were going to go. Is he going to do a little by little? No, he's going to go just one by one by one. And now everyone's in castle. Let's see what Hera can get done here with these Conquistadors. For now, not a whole lot. Fires on Heart Scout, but this Cuman Scout, look at that frickin' movement speed. 1.7 tiles a second. So Hera has weakened the wall. The petard's gonna come in, and Hart has rolled out a nice welcome mat that leads directly to the frickin' castle. So we'll see how these Conquistadors fare here. Now remember, if you kill the king, you win the game. And by the way, this is a very weak spot, and I am not surprised that Hera pounces on it immediately as he discovers the big fat castle firing arrows on his head. But what can he really do? There's already 5 villagers in here. Even if he busts down this house, which he will, where can he go? What can he accomplish? And you know, now that your opponent's, your teammate is busted in, might want to send that scout in to get some additional information. Let's see what Green's doing behind this. Our Chucanu master has gone up to 10 Chucanus. They are at a +1 attack and range. Hera, our Spaniard, still the same. Oh no, never mind. He added a 3rd town center down here. Was that always there? Why did I think there were 3 town centers before? And now he's saying, damn your 60 wood. I'm gonna take away all of the wood that you lumberjacked. Doubt. Going up monks, Bengali monks with that extra +3/+3 armor will be very tanky to take down. And our Cuman is just training camels. Should he have gone Cav Archer or Camels? We've seen Cav Archers absolutely slaughter Conquistadors in the past with decent micro, but Camels you just kind of right click and away you go, and here we go. Ooh, I thought they were going to double attack here with Hart to the north and Leary to the south. No, they're both coming in from the south. And Hera is stuck in here. Maybe that's why they came this way, so that Hera wouldn't try to sneak out of this one little tile. Oh, but there's also camels now in here. Uh-oh. Chukanus, start freaking firing. Camels are running. They should be much, much quicker than these conquistadors. Yeah, and they close, and bye-bye conquistador. Let's see how many units Hera can kill before he gets overwhelmed. One camel down. Ouch. Another ouchie, another boo-boo for Team GamerLegion as the conquistadors just die, but Hera's already queued up 3 more. He's up to 66 villagers. Unfortunately, the lowest villager count in the game. That's what happens when you go fast castle. Always comes at the, or I should say fast-ish castle. Always comes at the expense of your eco, but uh-oh. What are they going to do against these monks? They're just going to convert every single freaking unit here. Oh, bye-bye, green. Oh no, he escapes. Fascinating. And look at how much more damage this monk can take with that extra armor. This may have been a mistake by Doubt, to be fair. I mean, he's revealed the location of the castle. He is going up to Imperial. He will be there in 20 seconds. I want to see all those extra villagers pop out of the town centers, by the way. Oh, the conquistadors are blocking the path. All right, let's see them. 2 head north. Not too sure where the other 2 went. I was not paying attention. Sometimes I wish I was like a crocodile with an eye on each side of my head so I can see 2 things at once. Unfortunately, unfortunately my grade 3 birthday wish never really came true, and I am still a human being and not a crocodile. By the way, Leary having the exact same idea as Doubt has showed up here. Has GamerLegion sniffed any of this out? By the way, look at this shitty, annoying gate. Not only is half of this covered by forest, I don't think he can even use... Actually, I don't think Hera can use this gate. That's so sour. Look at that. The tower and the tree block the usage of the gate. Well, that is so ridiculous. If he wants to get out of his base, he's got to go all the way to the middle here or all the way here. I love Fortress so much. Such a silly map sometimes. No fewer than 4 monks are trying to convert that villager, but she pops inside the TC and she is safe. More monks from our Bengali. So we're approaching one of those scenarios where if this was a recorded video, there would be a lot of picture-in-picture happening. Oh, and look at that. He's trying to blind him. He does see. The castle does, Hera. Ooh, Chukanus are very ballsy to take on this tower. But the multiple arrows do ultimately help out. And he's going straight for the castle. Any petards or anything? Hey, Martin. Are you saying goodnight like hello or goodnight like goodbye? Either way, nice to see you. Humans, light cavalry, get the F out of here. So, Hera's king, I believe, is in the tower. Yeah. So the castle is not the biggest of targets. Oh, no. Uh-oh. But an uh-oh here as well. This king is in the castle. And green is not reinforcing red. Leary is leaving Hart on his own, to his own devices here. And Doubt is brought in the most hated unit in the game, the Ratha. Of course he has. WeSports is taking really good fights. I mean, that defense here against Hera's conquistadors was fantastic. I'm wondering if Red should run his king into Green's base. Hera's castle is down, by the way. It's only a matter of time until they see the flag on this tower with the trebuchet. Or maybe the Chukanus. Let's see how long it takes them. No, they're not pushing in yet, so they don't see a flag. Only here. And that is, by the way, exactly why Green is risking his Chukanus, so that if the king does pop out of here, they can pounce immediately. I don't think he would risk them otherwise. And he is getting rocketry. They're going to attack on a 14 if they're elite. They are not elite, but they're still going to attack on a 14. Human hussars are closing in on this army. Doubt closes ranks, protects his monks. Heart going straight for those monks. How many monks are left? Only 3, 2. All of the monks are dead. But now you're fighting melee Rata that do trample damage. The king is absconded. Is it a rule that you have to keep your king inside of your own base? Martin, okay, that's why I asked. And the last of the Trebs falls. There are no more castles here for Heart, whereas Hera does have another castle to the rear. Where is that king? The tower is empty. Wait a second, did Hera lose his king? He couldn't have lost his king. He would have lost the game, no? Why don't I see Hera's king on the minimap? I guess the kings are irrelevant in this game. I got so excited for the king. I guess it's not. I guess the king is basically nothing in this game. Because I don't see Hera's king anymore on the minimap. Oops. Ratas, where are you going? What are your upgrades like? Absolute trash. There's pikes though, so now they're gonna attack 20% faster. Ooh, I thought Hart was gonna pounce on this army when he noticed that half of it was missing, and he does have camels here. Oh my goodness, camels, cavaliers, and hussars. The Cumin literally throwing the book. His king ran to doubt? I'll check that in a second. And Ratas absolutely die as Ratas do. Chukanu's continue. He must be in the castle then, right? Oh yeah, you're absolutely right. Sam, thank you so much for for casting the game. So I guess kings are still important. I guess you can run them into your teammates' base. By the way, things are not looking good here for GamerLegion. They're down 50% army count. They are down about 15% villager count. And it looks like WeSports with, again, a very odd choice of team bonuses, has this game firmly in hand. Now, interestingly, of all the units to fight against, the Chukanu does not come with bonuses against the Rata. One of the few units in the game that actually doesn't. But you know what does come with a bonus? Having freaking 35 Chukanus. And it looks like Leary, by the way, attempting a doubt-style castle drop right up until the time those Ratas showed up. Beautiful maneuvering out of doubt, by the way, switching them into melee when chasing down the Chukis, and then switching them into ranged when chasing down the Trebs. Oh, doubt has been repelled. But he is going full on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 castles for him. Maybe 4 in a second. Oh, who doesn't love this unit? Who doesn't love to see this unit just absolutely raining hell on everything? Oh, look how... An archer unit should not do this much damage against structures. Lion says, F your trade. I'm a proletariat lion. There shall be no bourgeois trade on my watch. Ratas are elite. They are now fully maxed out, it looks like. Actually, no, they still need blast furnace. Oh my goodness, our Cumin is in paladin mode, and by the way, the fastest paladins in the freaking game, 1.56, and they are hunting for trade, by the way. If you're wondering why he's sending them all the way here, they are on the lookout for those trade cards. This is the only paladin in the game that can catch up to a trade card. But you are significantly outnumbered here. Actually, what is the yeah, you're outnumbered by but not that badly, actually. Only 7 or so hundred HP. Doubt showing up to attempt to re-secure Hera's base, but in not really accomplishing much. There's a couple of Chukanus here. I can't believe Hera still has villagers down here and a town center, and they have trade actually running. Oh, but now the center of the trade route has been pushed into as well. WeSports are ahead 50 army count, 70 villager population. This is a lot of wood down the shitter for Hera, and who just lost a whole bunch of villagers. 55 kills, 40 of those economic, and now you're at 37 Chukanus. You can take down this town center in the blink of an eye. Okay. Decides against it. Asar's paladins and step husbandry for our cumin. Doubt's about to get sandwiched here. This is going to be a Bengali sandwich. It certainly does look like GL is done so. Oh, isn't that adorable? Hera is adding a few light cavalry units, whatever assistance he can. But what an absolute disgusting engagement here. The paladins are just systematically one by one going after the melee ratas, and the Chukanus are destroying everything else. Although Leary did lose one of his trebs. Yeah, that was a basically foregone conclusion there. 132. Who doesn't love to see 132 Chukanus, 118 ratas? I'm gonna start casting more 2v2s. These are just absolutely spectacular 2 games so far. Okay, so you can send tribute. I guess it has to be an Imperial Age. Leary to Heart. Oh, okay, now we know. Now we know how our cumin survived what looked like an inevitable demise here when Doubt pushed into him about 15-20 minutes ago. He received 12,000 resources from his teammate, and Hera received a little under 4,000 himself. 4 conversions, not really. 69 raisings by the Chinese. And there's actually our cumin, who in a dyslexic person's nightmare takes the kill lead at 163 to 136. Doubt not too far behind, but Hera absolutely crippled this game. I think maybe the loss of those conquistadors that early on may have had a bit of a mind F situation, a bit of a psychologically damaging situation. But what an amazing final battle here. Chukanu final kill count, 70, 28 villagers. And Doubt, by the way, is still alive. Doubt is still alive. All right, I'm going to load up game number 3. I hope this isn't a sweep. All right. Oh, look at that. On a 2v2 on Haboob, the die has 4 pips showing instead of 2. I wonder if it's a 1v1v1 free-for-all, if there would be 3 forests in the middle. In any event, that is neither here nor there. Heart back in red as the Khmer, the Kamai in his to his right. Leary this time is the Ethiopians. Hera as the Mongols, a civ we know he loves, and Doubt as the Poles in green. So let's take a look at team bonuses here. Scorpions with extra range for our Ethiopian, and we saw the Ethiopian team bonus of the outposts with extra line of sight and costing 0 stone whatsoever. And then to the south we've got the Mongols, so now every scout line unit for blue and green will have extra line of sight. Where is green scout, by the way? No, that is a goat. Oh, he's all yeah. What the actual hell is this? Oh my goodness. So when if you ever find yourself playing against Doubt and you're up to nothing in a best of 7, you can predict that there will be shenanigans. What is happening here? It looks like our Ethiopian is pulling an elephant. So did he see this? Maybe he saw this with the... No, he didn't. The house's line of sight is shit. Oh, he sees it now. Heart sees it now. He says poaching elephants is against the UN Convention of Animals, or whatever the hell it's called. And you will not take my elephant. But oh, a little bit too late here as Doubt absconds. Will Heart try to do the same thing? He sees the elephant right here. Oh my goodness. I'm trying to get through the Civ features, guys. Oh, he does the same thing. Oh my goodness. All right, let's take a look at the last one real quick. For the Poles, a pretty cool one where scout line units get an extra +1 attack versus archers. Doubt is not having it. Gildo, exactly. One with extra line of sight, one with extra attack against archers. And that one actually will come in very useful against the Ethiopians, assuming he goes archers. And look at Doubt. Look at Doubt being so annoying. Look at him being so annoying, contesting this elephant, slapping it in the ass as much as he can. But ultimately, after all of that, a whole big waste of time. Yeah, let me. Rathas are in another one of those units or things in Age of Empires that look very good on paper. But because of the ridiculous cost of upgrading them to full capacity, you need melee upgrades, you need ranged upgrades, you have to get pikes as well, otherwise you're kind of attacking pretty slowly. It does cost a lot, and they have every single armor class in the game. They have archer, cavalry, cavalry archer, unique, and so it makes them susceptible to literally every single counter unit, spearman line, skirmisher line, and camel line units. So as fun as they are, as good as they are, I don't know. The developers keep trying to buff them, but I don't know. They generally seem to underperform and shit the bed most of the time. Fat little butterfly. Oh, which sheep got stolen? Whose sheep? Abdullah, hello. Thanks for joining in the middle of the night. Hopefully, you get a good night's rest after this. Sorry, guys, I just muted my mic to have a sip of water, which I don't think you guys want to hear. Hart's sheep got stolen. Oh my god. What nonsense. It wasn't these two in the back, right? I mean, he ultimately did get those. The old billy goat. That took the sheep near his deer. Oh. So in the end, Doubt did win. Oh my god, Doubt. Not Doubt, sorry, Leary. Leary's now being annoying. Trying to stop Hera's ostrich pull. It would be fun if the ostrich animation made them sink their head into the sand. Oh, Abdullah, it's sunrise. Oh man, well thanks for joining during sunrise. Hopefully it's nice and quiet and all the good stuff that comes with sunrise. I don't really know a lot about sunrises. I'm more of a night person, but I have had some fun outdoors sunrises in my life. It's always sunrise is always a weird fun experience because you're so freaking tired, you're so exhausted, but the air is nice and clean, and I don't know, it just feels like a nice promise of a new day. Gobble gobble gobble, or whatever the hell sound ostriches make, and down it goes. And Doubt. All right, here we go. Doubt playing it Rage Forest style as Leary moves forward with a single Ethiopian spearman to the left, a single Ethiopian scout on the right. A tower being placed. Oh, Gray Shrimp. We knew that ostrich wasn't going to make it. Never root for the animals on these maps. Uh-oh, Hera. Hera does not have bloodlines on these scouts, so they're stuck at a meager 42 HP. Against a 40 HP Loom villager who actually has more melee armor than these scouts. Oh, shitty time to pop out an archer. Looks like a couple of Kamai scouts are going to reinforce. Oh, Supergen, you're sick? Hope you feel better. Lots and lots of liquids. I know the last thing you want when you're sick is liquids, but man, do they help. I went to my grocery store. There's a grocery chain called Longo's. I think it's like two Italian brothers started it. And they always have freshly squeezed orange juice. And it's always reasonably priced, but lately it's just been, I don't know, everything is so ridiculously priced nowadays. I mean, GamerLegion is pulling a bit of a Viper here with being very comfortable with a low army count. 3 to 14, 4 to 14. It's not like they're ahead that many villagers. They're only ahead 2 villagers compared to their opponents. Uh-oh, food of empires? No, we're gonna keep it professional, he says, fully intending on ordering pizza after this. I wonder if there's gonna be like game number 1 where it's again archers and scout line units, a couple of spearmen thrown in just to confuse us. And then they're just all gonna rush up to Castle Age, with Doubt being the last one going up to Castle Age. For now, Leary is actually housed. And are you not building any more houses? I don't see any houses being built for our Ethiopian. Does he not notice that he's housed? Okay, now he's that's a bit of population space. Art is here with a lot of scouts. Ooh. Perfectly timed tower there by Hera. Villagers get inside right as the scouts close in on them. Oh, Super Gen. Yeah, hopefully you feel better. I like pounding back the NyQuil when I have a sore throat. And Fisherman's Friends lozenges are disgusting, but they work so well. Gray Shrimp Pizza at 10 p.m.? No, pizza probably closer to midnight if we're lucky enough to see all of these games, all 7. Hey, Patrick. The sets are pretty fun so far, actually. 2v2 is a lot of fun, especially on open maps like this. Yeah, tower rushes, they remind you of licks, or likes. At this level of gameplay, I'm not sure I've ever seen the tower rush actually succeed more than 1 time out of 10. Ooh, we've got a high-speed desert pursuit here as some Mongol scouts are chasing some Khmer scouts. These are just scouts, so they don't get the extra HP. I think for the Mongol to get extra HP, the scout has to become a light cavalry unit. And Hera is nowhere close to going up to the next stage. It's now his stable that's being attacked. Yellow ping. Over here, why? Maybe he's telling Hart, hey, pull back. I'm cooking something up in my base. And that something is a couple of archers. Villager counts are identical. Army counts are slowly getting closer and closer. GamerLegion has come back with a 12 to 15. Better than, what was it, 4 to 14 before? But not too sure even 8 or 9 scouts are going to accomplish much over here. Yeah, he's going to start walling off his little externality parts. 2 ships passing in the night. Hera notices, retreats immediately. Doubt with the incredibly aggressive, scary forward market. If all else fails, his villagers will throw rotten fruit at the Ethiopian archers as he now tries to take some of this, I'm assuming, neutral stone. I don't think that's Hera's stone, as Hera defends against this Khmer invasion. The north, Hera defending again. Doubt for the moment has no army count. And the fact that the players are changing colors from one match to another is also wreaking havoc on my casting here. Hera loses his last remaining spearman as he now gets chased away by an Ethiopian spearman and a whole bunch of Khmer cavalry who are now on the front door. And Doubt, interesting, half stone, half palisade. This would have been more useful if he was the Cuman, for example, but Doubt hits castle. He's got 658 stone. Where, oh where, I wonder, are these villagers going? So if the name of the game here was for Hera to keep their opponents running around, chasing him as if they're going to attack, as if he's going to attack, while Doubt just goes up to Castle Age and castle drops, That is a fantastic game plan. Is one villager really enough to repair this? 140, 150, 160, 170? Yeah, he is. Really? Against 6 scouts. This shows you how weak scouts are. 2v2 is great because you get to see the dynamic of team games. It's still pretty easy to follow. Agree 100%. Oh, yeah. I would love to see Mr. Yo in a 2v2. Oh, and now red is pinging over here. Ooh. Interesting location for a castle. I'm assuming he's going to go after the gold after this. To start spamming those whole knights if he can. Army count is double for WeSports. They're also keeping a pace with villager count. They were down 2 a little while ago. They're still down 2, and they're inside Hera's base. And Hera's army is outside of Hera's base. So we'll see how this all shakes up. Crossbows now. Oh no. These are light cavalry, so now they will come with that. I believe now it's 20% more HP. Not 30 anymore. I think it's 30 in Imperial. Oh no, forget forget the cavalry. We're going Obuch. A unit that is not very strong, to be fair. 8 attack for an infantry unit is not great, but it does get stronger the more it fights since it reduces enemy armor. Viewer number, lowish like count. Yeah, true. I forgot, Alice. Yeah, if you're watching this, if you like what you see, please do hit that like button. Help yours truly out with the algorithm, just like this Obuch. We all need a friend, and we all like to get the thumbs up. Jackson, hello, hello. Yeah, this is called Haboob. Somebody once explained to me why it's called Haboob. I don't remember why it's called Haboob. I'm not going to stop saying the word Haboob. And now Hera's in a bit of trouble, and Doubt is just spamming Obuchs. Would love to see some upgrades on these units. But his forward infrastructure here is crumbling tower by tower by tower. He is managing to pick off a good number of HP. I mean, are all these look at all these crossbows. They haven't even been deployed for duty, and they're already down half of their HP because of that one single tower that was here, and maybe even this tower. That is incredibly shitty. But Doubt now gets shooed away by one single monk. The power of the monk. Oh yeah, Patrick, we need to see a good number of infantry play. Somebody on Reddit once, or recently posted that he was upset that infantry doesn't get used enough, but I don't know. I find the infantry to be used a good amount of time. You like? Thank you so much, Patrick. And thanks everyone who hit that like button, and all of those who I'm going to guilt into hitting it right now. Okay, where are you going to pivot? Where are you doing? I mean, Leary is reinforcing with even more, but again, we saw, look at their HP right out of the gate. That is so unfortunate. And Hera's very quick moving combo of light and heavy cavalry is moving forward. Hart, by the way, has no more stable, no more town centers. He does have 2 converted Obuchs and a wall off. But now there are step lancers here, so they can poke through a 1-tile wall off like nobody's business. Oh no! Ouch. But Hera carves up his army into 2 groups, and Hart has enough units here to take care of Group North, and he shoos it away. Hera's got to glom up his units into one big ball. Yeah, infantry's the best. I like when infantry does the synchronized attacks. Ouch. So many ouchies this game. Hera does have a town center to the south. Has WeSports seen it? No, they haven't. Obuch underneath the town center. One gets converted, one gets dead. And despite this big, scary castle to the rear of the base, maybe it would have been better served placed over here, right between the 2 bases to stop reinforcements as opposed to the rear. I get the inclination to want to take the gold and to want to stop your opponent from expanding to the back, but you left your opponent's team member free and clear to come help out, which he kind of did, I guess. Although I guess it's a bit of a damned if you do, damned if you don't. If you place it in the center of the castle here or here. By the way, here would have been an epic place to place the castle. Lame the gold, get the stone and the gold here too. But then Hart would just expand backwards. And Hart, by the way, is not rebuilding anything other than one town center. Even Leary's on 2. And somehow GamerLegion is only ahead 4 villagers at the moment. They discover Hera's extra town center, though. And in come the Kamai light cab. Another slaughter of villager, but Hart does not want to lose. He's on a shoestring eco right now. Absolute shoestring. He has the lowest villager count in the game. Hera's got 45. That's because he lost about 20 in the last couple of minutes. But the base is secure. He is healing up his knights. Nothing being trained here for our pole, with the exception of villagers. Only 2 full works. Ooh. Might want to get another 2 or 3 up and running. I mean, obviously easier said than done. Body of crossbows at home. Now they're full health because they finally got rid of the towers, but Hera's the one castle dropping in the front as his army gets shooed away here. Beautiful location for a town center. This is exactly why I thought maybe Doubt should have placed the castle here to deny this gold, stone, and additional gold. Red is chasing a little bit too far. Doesn't lose a knight, takes a bit of damage. Not the end of the world. Ooh, Leary not paying attention. Looks like he got a good number of villager kills here, but did lose a couple of crossbows. 14, 12 of those are villagers. I'm assuming a lot of that was these dead bodies that are here. There's so many small little attacks happening all around the map. Let's see what's actually going on at the 10 o'clock position. Obos move in again, expecting perhaps no army at home, with Red's army attacking Blue's base. And that's exactly what's happening at what, the 5 o'clock, 4 o'clock position of the map. I'm just going to say we're over here. Schlachter privileges for Doubt. How many stables does our pole have? 4. How much gold does he have? 600. So that's enough for 21 knights. Their gold cost is reduced to a 30. But Hera's in here. We'll see what he can get done with these step lancers. +1, +2 upgrades on them. Doubt taking his teammates' gold. I'm surprised that O'Leary hasn't seen this. Okay. More dead villagers. Hera is borderline lowest villager count in the game. Right now tied for lowest with Hart. And Hera's base is getting compressed like in a vice. Crossbows on one end, heavy cavalry on the other. Our Khmer even converted 1 step lancer. And now he's pinging over here. Doubt tries to defend, but gee, I wonder why your opponent isn't attacking into this stone wall and instead is choosing the palisade wall. Ooh, and the crossbows had their fun, but now it's the heavy cavalry's turn. Hart is gonna... How many villager kills does he have? 3. Okay. Hera's castle, is it doing any damage? Nothing, just healing up a bunch of these units. Oh, that is ridiculously sour. 1 tile away. Just needs bodkin. And then a couple of these villagers will get killed, but I don't know if that is even worth it. Yellow pinging over here saying, hey, I've got an army. Where do you want me? Oh, and it looks like he killed all of Doubt's villagers, all of Doubt's gold miners here as well. I mean, look at the top of your screen. Look at the army counts. 83 to 27. Even though they're down 16 villagers, they're ahead 45 army count. And now the Robo gets converted. By the way, if you're new, if you're watching this, if you're lurking behind the scenes, come say hello. Drop us a line in the chat. We're a friendly bunch. I always say that as if people expect like assholes, but no. Come say hello. Yeah, Lemmy, it certainly is starting to look like a bit of a sweep here, as it is Leary who enters Imperial first. Where is that trap? There we go. I'm hoping for his sake it pops out here to the back, not out here to the front. We'll keep an eye on that, see where it pops out. But uh-oh, Doubt is lashing out. with no fewer than 39 knights. And as good as the Khmer farming bonus is, I don't know that it's going to really be able to stop 39 knights. Come on, Treb, where are you? Okay, there we go. Of course it is. Okay. Perfect placement for a Treb. No way for Hera to get at that. Hera, by the way, is stuck in castle. He's got 900 gold. What he doesn't have is any food to speak of. Why is Red pinging over here? Does he see these blue villagers moving across? Moving across and back, and oh, Hera now wants to get a line of sight. What is he trying to... What's Hera cooking up here? He's got 620 stone. Where do we think he's going to castle drop? Now it's at 651. Well, how can you castle drop against a civ that has a Treb and is now going Arbalests? And we saw this composition in game number 1, and it was absolutely deadly for WeSports. Arbalesters with thumb ring. Oh, another movement into town center fire here by Leary. And how many full do we have now? Looks like 5? 8! Oh my goodness. 5. I need to get my eyesight checked. Yeah, that's right. If only you had a unit that could kill and maybe even do trample damage. Who knows? Well, I guess we'll never know. By the way, body of Arbalesters and Knights up here. Arbalesters and Knights down here. I think if WeSports knew what we know, which is that they are seriously ahead and Hera is abandoning ship, they would just press in immediately. And it looks like that is exactly what they're doing, going after a blacksmith. Might keep going. You're gonna stop chain barding armor from getting researched. To the south. Oh, that's so sour. What? Why did you let that knight get converted? Oh, that's so sour. What was the point of that? He loses and then loses the converted step lancer as well. That is a double whammy. Okay. Hera feels like being very nice and magnanimous, letting this one villager get the gold. No, he realizes it. F you, he says. Kills it. But back home, he's losing villagers as always. This game, it seems to be the villagers. It seems WeSports really has it out for Hera's villagers, but Hera getting a couple of villager kills of his own here. Our pole did get chain barding armor, so that blacksmith did not fall quick enough. 45 knights for Doubt. By the way, where is this one? Obo, he is just here. Oh, he's getting Cavalier. That may be real bad news bears here. Wait a second, we're shaping up for a very interesting surprise attack out of our pole to the top left and the bottom right in 11 seconds. Oh, is he moving in a little bit too prematurely? He loses 2 or 3 or 4. And here we go. I mean, you've got some Trebs you can kill here. He is going straight for the Arbalesters. Surrounds them. What a brilliant timing attack there from Doubt, who also gets the 2 Trebs, by the way. Doubt loves his infantry units. Also loves his Cavaliers here. He is training 2 more up to 43. Abandoning ship is Hart, who runs away, leaves the Ethiopian Treb undefended. Step Lancers are going to die to these Knights. Knights are going to die to these Cavaliers. Or maybe not. There's a big enough Arbalester force here to help contest that. Oh, Red is chasing into the castle to kill as many villagers as he can. He's going to lose all of his Knights here to the south. And Hera gets discovered. Hera's attempt at an expansion gets discovered, but safe and sound with that one castle. 2 town centers up. Hera's down to 34 villagers. This is like in Rage Forest where you get kicked out of your base early on. But these are now fully upgraded machine gunner Ethiopian Arbalest. Look at how fast they fire. I mean, if he stops moving them. And yet another bloodbath here. What is this line of blue here? Oh, Hera's got lumberjacks in the rear of Doubt's base. Doubt's castle, by the way, is still up. He mined all the gold to the rear. Now it looks like he might be going after the stone. Hera's got a single step lancer running amok. He's got 7 kills, 6, 8, and 6 of them are villagers. House under attack. Is Hera building any infrastructure over here? Not at all. Does Hera have any military structures left in this game except for that castle? Let's take a very quick look of what's here. He's got a blacksmith. He's got outposts. Hera doesn't have any military structure, so Hera's army is basically limited to Mangadai at this point. And he does not have the upgrades to go Mangadai, not against fully upgraded Ethiopian arbalests. Yellow's paying to the rear here. Why is he paying so much? Does he want eyeballs over there? Oh, damn. I mean, I say, oh, damn. We all kind of knew that was happening. 94 army count to 8. 200 civilian population of 146. Arbalests to cavaliers. I mean, kudos to Doubt for taking that amazing engagement and absolutely destroying that invading army with those cavaliers and the well-timed attack. Unfortunately, Hera was just completely wrecked. Relic not really playing a role. No tribute sent for anybody. Oops, sorry about that. 172 kills. Ooh, Doubt not far behind. Only about 16 kills behind his opponent. 68 raisings for our Ethiopian. Which, by the way, oh, and 19 conversions for our Khmer. There's all your obuchs. Does he end with any obuchs at all? No. Doubt also lost that last obuch. And that was a super fun game. Unfortunately, yeah, Hera just got knocked out towards this middle late castle. And even though he's rebuilding his infrastructure, what are his resources like? Oh, he doesn't even have enough wood for any military buildings, let alone anything else. Ouch. So Hera's rebuilding his economy. He's got 1 step lancer out on the map. Fair enough, the step lancer we saw has 6 villager kills. But okay, game number 3 goes firmly to WeSports. Let's see what game number 4 looks like. All right, we find ourselves in Arthur Conan Doyle's Lost World, a plateau for each player. We are on Acropolis. Everyone starts on this, as I just said, plateau. A few resources strewn about, as my fellow Canadians would say, and then a bunch of resources neutral-wise in the center. A lake. We'll see if the players take this lake. There doesn't seem to be that much fish in here. I don't see anything else except maybe shorefish. Yeah, so 1,250 food may not be that big of an incentive to fight over the lake. But let's see our team. Hera in Doubt yet again. Hera in blue is the Berbers. I hope, Chris, you're still here. Basically, Doubt now has access to Genitors, which are mounted units, so they will move lightning fast with that cumin feature. And again, the cumin, the 3rd time tonight, their palisade walls come 33% thicker. To the top of the map, we have this time as the Slavs. Their barracks, archery ranges, stables, siege workshops all give 5 population space. So they count like houses, which does in feudal age free up a little bit of wood if you're going archer play. And then Vietnamese, the Imperial Skirmishes. So we've got an interesting mix of civs here. Both teams have a special unit. The Imperial Skirmisher versus the Genitor. Both of them basically skirmisher units. I should say improved versions of skirmisher units. Oh my goodness, we've got 97 people watching this. Hello, people watching, listening. Come say hello. Let's see if we can hit 100 by the end of the night. Or at some point tonight. So far, WeSports in firm control of this show match. So much so that they're even exploring with their sheeps. Rather, they're sheep. Sheeps, I don't think is a word. And remember, because Leary is the Vietnamese, look on the minimap, you know exactly where your opponents have spawned. And so, super cool feature of that. Although, when you spawn up here, not exactly, not exactly a lot of places that your opponent can spawn. Although, I guess they can spawn here. Somebody once claimed to know where exactly their opponent spawned every single game. I call bullshit in that. I don't think you can predict 100% every single game. Kevin, hey, nice to see you again. I think it's very difficult to predict. I think you can predict a general location of where your opponents are. But to say you know every single time 100%, I don't know. Maybe they know something I don't. I haven't been able to get that figured out. By the way, very annoying deer push here with a forest for Hart as he pulls a boar at the same time. It doesn't matter what elo you are. It's so hard to do all of this stuff. Oh, Atlas for sure. Patrick, I'm doing quite well. Thanks for asking. Hope you're doing well as well. I hope you're doing better than Hart here. Trying to push this very stubborn deer who keeps going and veering off course, although finally does get pushed into a nice juicy location underneath the TC. Approximately underneath the TC. Some neutral sheep still up for grabs here behind Hera's base. Oh my god. I usually do this with relics, but look how sour that is for Hera. In the one little 3-tile radius or 3-tile spot he didn't look, that's where his last 2 sheep are. So I wonder if he's wondering if Hart or Leary took his sheep just like last game. Saludos desde Argentina, gracias. Saludos desde Canadá. Desde Toronto. Trace, it's your first time catching the live stream? Well, I'm glad you decided to say hello. Hopefully you like what you see, you like what you hear. Yeah, it is. Secret G. Oh my god, he even scouted this top part, but not here. Oh, look at where the sheep are located. Oh yeah, okay. Oh, I thought maybe Doubt's villager was gonna reveal the location. Oh my god, this is so sour for Hera. This must be driving him insane. Where are my last 2 sheep? Where can my sheep be? He's running out of herdables. Oh, let's see, by the way, the size of this map. Seems to be a lot bigger than the other maps, right? Than the first 3. I feel like if I have to zoom out this much and they're so tiny, the TCs. Looks like Hart and Doubt hitting Feudal at the exact same time, both off the back of 18 villagers. Yo estudié español para 3 años en la universidad. Pero hace 20 años que no hablo español. So my Spanish is a little rusty. Mr. Monkey D. Arthur. Oh, I'm trying to remember. Abrogado? How do you say welcome in Brazil? In a Portuguese, in Brazil. I guess, yeah, in Brazil, in Portuguese. Oh my god, for the love of Age of Empires, somebody... Oh my god, Hart's gonna discover these sheep first. I'm dying of laughter. I'm trying not to wake my baby. That is so ridiculously sour. That is so ridiculously sour. But he's sending them towards yellow. Oh. Sometimes you see things as a caster, as a viewer, that you're wondering, like, okay, well, do you think Hera even notices missing 2 sheep? I mean, obviously he knows he's missing. Do you think he cares? I don't know. Nicholas, hola de Brazil. Pele is better than Maradona. Nicholas is trying to start a fight here. I don't know about Pele or Maradona. Ronaldinho is my favorite. Eduardo, sí, un poquito. But like I said, hace 20 años. Estudio en 2004, 2005. Pero yo... How do I say I lived? Yo vive in Norway para 6 meses. Y... Oh my goodness, my Spanish is just so bad. And there were, I should say it in Spanish, tres estudiantes de España, 2 de Madrid, un Uno de Barcelona. So I got to practice a little bit. Benvindo in Portuguese. Okay, good. Eduardo, you should be more famous. What can we do to help? Please enable super chats and donations. I appreciate that. I think super chats are enabled, but I mean, I'm not. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. M1L4 Milanchi? Your moniker is really making me struggle to remember my 1998 MIRC handles. Like how I pronounce Toronto? I say Toronto sometimes. Sometimes I pronounce the last two T's, sometimes I don't. Depends how dramatic I feel like being. Okay, now you guys you're talking to me in Spanish. I'm gonna try to understand. Tienes alta voz para castear partidos de Age. No dejes nunca de subir videos de Black Forest Team Games. Te veo hace meses ya. Oh, gracias. I'm glad. I'm glad you've been watching. I'm glad you're enjoying. I should practice up on my Spanish. It seems it's a waste to study it for 3 years, 4 years almost, and then not speak it. Leary hits castle, immediate defensive castle out of our Vietnamese. I just remember, I mean, Ronaldinho, I just loved his gameplay when he was in on FC Barcelona. He was such a good player. Oh, thank you, Eduardo. I try to speak with a... it's difficult because when I studied Spanish, I think I said this previous stream, when I studied Spanish for the 3 years, we had teachers from different countries in South America. One was from Peru, one was from Argentina, and I forget right now where the third one was from. So they all spoke with a slightly different accent. And so it was Vivi. Okay, gracias. Kevin, I am Canadian, yes, from Toronto. Shwetang. Good morning, my friend. How are you? I'm glad people like my voice. I've said this before that for me was the big question mark when I started the channel, whether or not people would actually like, number one, what the hell I had to say, and number two, my voice. Because I always, you know, you listen to yourself, you kind of find yourself annoying. At least I do. You're a fanboy of Hera? Yeah. Doesn't seem to be going well for GamerLegion. They literally need to win the next 4 games in a row. Which, if you watch the Stanley Cup this year between the Florida Panthers and the Edmonton Oilers, is a potential possibility here. A Grizzly gets activated. He is chasing these rattans. By the way, like I said, this is a massive map. This is a huge freaking map. And this green scout, they see him. They leaving him alone there. You lived in Edmonton for 3 years. Tratang, you're still sleepy? The stream started a little later tonight because I really was not intending to live stream. I really wanted to get a good night's rest, wake up tomorrow at 6, play with the baby a little bit before I started doing some work. And then I was like, you know what? This is going to be such a cool matchup. These 4 players are such powerhouses of the game. I needed to get live immediately. Eduardo, that's super cool that you lived in Edmonton. I'm assuming Edmonton was, if you lived there for 3 years, you survived 3 winters, or at least 2 winters. Probably enough to make you get the hell out of there, huh? You notice how I didn't say A? I went, huh? Rattans to the left of Hera's base, Rattans to the north, Rattans in between. We've got a couple of Slavic knights as well, but Hera dropping a big Berber castle. Dowd is already adding some step lancers here for our Cumin. How many stables does he have? Remember, these stables only cost 100 wood for the Cumins. And so you can pump out a huge number of units out of that infrastructure. The VMDL. Oh, he's doing well. He's asleep. I hope he stays asleep. Kevin, I'm always down to see Genitors play. I'm always down, although right now I don't see a single archery range for anybody. I don't see any archer upgrades for anybody as well. Maybe when they see the Rattans, they'll add in a few Genitors. I can't imagine he's gonna go, Hera's gonna go camels. Maybe camel archers. Yeah, there's one camel archer coming out, but definitely not camels of any kind, I don't think. Although against the Slav, camels would be very useful. And you love the winter? Did you ever go to the Calgary Stampede? You got a girlfriend from the Netherlands. Lucky you. Lucky you. All right, we got a bit of a battle shaping up here. Army count. WeSports is ahead for the first time in the early game, I think, in a while. GamerLegion does have 20 more villagers than their opponents. It looks like Leary is expanding to the bottom, to the basin, or basin, I guess is how you pronounce it, between the two plateaus. Rattan archers, what are your upgrades like? +2 attack and range, no armor upgrade. You don't really need the armor upgrade, to be fair, as a Rattan archer at this point in the game. Although fully maxed out, they are Huskar level pierce armor, although I don't know that you're necessarily against the camel archers. 9 attack. Yeah, I guess you might want it. Camel archer itself as a camel unit has no armor with the exception of 1 pierce armor. And there are enough step lancers here. I mean, the step lancers honestly can wreck all of this if they wanted to. Who's getting who? What are the upgrades on them? +1/+1. Both players on the top left are getting wheelbarrow at the exact same time. Okay. Bit of a bloody nose, scraped knee, bruised rib for both teams as they disengage. WeSports is ahead now, double the army count, 30 to 15, and a pretty damn good army count, or army composition. Knights and Rattan archers taking on camel archers. I get the mobility of camel archers, but maybe mix in a Genitor or two. Does anyone have an archery range? No. You kind of want the bonuses against the archer when you're fighting the Rattan archer, just because its pierce armor is so high. But I guess the mobility here is what Hera's really going for. Although Genitor is just as fast, right? Town center on the basin as well for Hera. Town center expanding to the heartland for Hart. And Doubt has already expanded here, getting the gold, getting the wood, getting the farms, and a monastery. Nobody's going after the water at all. And here comes Doubt. Immediately guns down a whole bunch of villagers. This castle stops at 83.31. Look at that, 4,000 HP out of 4,800. That is so cool. That is very OCD pleasing to see 4,000 out of 4,800. Even though the percentage is pretty gross, 83.31. What are you, Red? Are you the sheep? He sent them here down south. Now he sent them over here. These sheep are circumnavigating the world. This is like the Magellan. Oh my goodness, Magellan sheep. And it looks like it's going to be Leary who's first to Imperial age. 25 Rattan archers being trained. Actually, sorry, 2 Rattan archers being trained. 25 already on the field of battle. Pokety poke, poke, poke. And down goes the outpost. Uh-oh. Oh, this is not going to save you. These guys have range. That is not going to save you at all. Oh, now you're stuck. Now you're stuck. Oh, but look at that. Doubt runs away. Is outpost constructing villager also bites the dust. And now Hera's pinging over here. Why? He wants Doubt to move his step lancers this way so that his higher ground camel archers can absolutely wreck these camels. These knights. My bad. Hera's turn to stop a castle on this side of the map. Only gets one, gets the hell out of there. Castle, no ballistics, misses every single time, and all 4 players at the exact same time are heading up to Imperial. Villager defends her house and says F you to that one burglar scout. Ooh, I think my chat froze. Oh, we've got 104 people watching. Everybody who's watching, thank you so much. We cracked the 3 digits. I know that's not, you know, there's live streams out there right now with probably like 10,000 people watching, but for me, that's pretty big. Thank you so much, everyone who's watching, who's commenting, who hit that like button, hint, hint, who subscribed, hint, hint. But I appreciate it. Thank you so much. I'm glad we could hit triple digits. What weapon does a janitor have? A broomstick? That's funny. A reversed out castle. Oh yeah, Kevin, I'm not too. I love it all. ABDSG, thank you so much for the congrats. And thank you so much for commenting. Hera's pinging over here, telling Dowd, get the hell out of this fight. Let me come in here. He needs to add some freaking genitors. I mean, they're basically the same price as a skirmisher, but I think they cost 15 more food because you got to feed the horse. Stanislav. You don't see a like button? Oh, damn. Hey, Catherine. Yeah, we just hit 103, 104. I'm very excited, very giddy. Welcome, welcome to new faces and old. By the way, what's going on here on the right side? A bear is attacking a bunch of knights. But the real battle here, Hera must have a decent kill count on these camel archers. Only 4? What? He's been running around with these camel archers for the last hour. Why do they only have 4 kills? Boyar with their giant freaking axe. +1, +2 upgrades. Okay, now Hera's gonna have to start mixing in some camels, unfortunately for him. We're getting steppe husbandry, we're getting elite steppe lancers. He's gonna start pumping these guys out super quick out of 10 freaking stables. Another small body of knights running away from a bear, bite the dust. And Leary with the very aggressive TC forward. Hart is also here with villagers. Dowd's gonna see it with this one house. What a lucky placement of a house here for Dowd. The ghoul. Not an important thing. Welcome. Taha, hello, hello. I still don't know, Taha, if that's the praying or if that's the high five emoji. Catherine, this is a best of 7 and we are in game number 4. Might be the last game because GamerLegion is down 0-3. Ooh, Survivalist is also streaming. I know what I'm doing after this then. I love Survivalist streams. They're so chill and so relaxed. This is the power of the Boyar, that 2 of them can shoo away 8 units from the opponent. Oh, I'm sure the rattan archers have something to do with that as well. They are elite. Look at that freaking pierce armor, but that's not going to mean jack shit against these elite steppe lancers who turn around. Why do they turn around? Oh, he doesn't have any attack upgrades on them. Oh yeah, Catherine, only this set tonight. This was a show match that they played earlier today. Catherine's rooting for Doubt. So technically you are rooting for the underdog. Hera needs to show up here with his army, and yet again we've got a 2v2 battle. The Boyars are in here. They are not dying quick enough. They are absolutely destroying these steppe lancers. Holy shit. Welcome to the world of the Teutonic Knight on a horse. 10 of them have 1100 HP, and it is not falling that quickly. Look at how slow the HP is falling. More and more. Boy, I love when the Boyards charge downstream, and then you can see the sunlight reflecting off their shields. It's such a cool little animation. But now they're entering into stacked steppe lancer territory. My goodness, these boyars can take a punch. 15 of them only have 1 kill, so they're basically softening up everything for these Rattan archers to kill. The Rattans have, okay, there you go, 38 kills on the Rattans. Yeah, the game is a lot closer than the other games. And do I spy with my little eye? Trade? And trade? 94 gold to 91 gold. So basically identical trade. Oh my goodness, we are gonna get, hopefully, whenever I see trade in the team game, I hope and pray that it means we get to see a long game. All right, players disengage. Hera is pinging over here. Oh, look at that wall off. He does not want Slavic Hussars running into the side of their trade route. And look at the far off wall off here for red. So the map is being walled off. The army counts are growing. Trade is increasing. This is going to be a fun game. We're going to get to see a lot of unique units, I hope. I hope. So far, WeSports is going pure unique unit with Rattans and Boyars. Catherine. That's funny. Saludos desde Chile. Gracias. Bienvenido, Carlos. And look at the Step Lancers trying to get out. This is like every horror movie ever. Let us out as the evil aliens or predators or Jasons or Freddy Kruegers. Kill them. Rattans must have like 100 kills by now, right? 48. But uh-oh. Daudovich is in the trade route, and these are Cuman Step Lancers. They move at a brisk pace. They will catch the trade. Is there any army coming to relieve them? None at all, and they're going straight for the trade route. This Cuman cavalry. No one is quite yet at Hussar. Hera, 34 trade cards, 29 for Doubt, 22 for Hart, and 22 for Leary. So Hera and Doubt really have a lot more trade, and we're seeing Paladins yet again out of our Cuman. Dear Lord, what other unit can survive that long against this many archer units? Doubt is still chasing, has 7 kills. How many of those are economic? All of them are economic. Ouch. Hera with Magrebi camels. Okay, so they're going to start regenerating HP. Caravanserai heal trade cards, and they also make them move faster. Catherine, I think it's WeSports. Somebody in the chat who's watching this, if you know, I hope I'm pronouncing it right. Is it WeSports or WE Sports? Is it 2 letters or is it the word we? By the way, Hera almost got trapped in a corner here, as did Doubt, but both of them are ranged, and so they busted the hell out. They delete their own market, it looks like, just to chase into this. And the momentum, the pace is being dictated here by Team GamerLegion. Even more army being massed here to the south. And now the last thing you want to be doing is moving around the map. A map this big with Rattan archers. But they are one-shotting the cavalry units. Let's see how many units Hera can kill before he ultimately dies. WE Sports. Yeah, that's why I wish I knew what it was, Thorfinn. I really feel bad. 47 kills, only 17 trade cards. Minus whatever villagers they killed before. I hear a tread. Where is it? There you are. Hera's castle is getting gunned down. Doubt, by the way, is still here. Is anything moving towards this army? No. Ogo, he's going to get a lot of damage done. Let's keep our cursor on these guys. As another body, this time Paladins is moving forward. But Green has secured this location. Doubt is going straight for the weak link here. That one tree that can open up that gate. You think you heard it as we? Yeah, honestly, I have no freaking clue. And so I'm just going to say WeSports because it's easier for me than saying WE Sports or WE Sports. And if anyone from WeSports or WE Sports is watching, I apologize if I'm saying it wrong. And I will hopefully learn to say it properly very soon. This is a battle I would love to see. Cuman Paladins taking on Boyars. Elite, fully upgraded with 11 frickin' melee armor. Joe Mama, nice to see you again. And oh, my wish came true. My wish came true. I mean, ouch. How do you even... Oh, Doubt loses his entire offensive force. Green must see that he's... Oh, he's already taken down this tree. I can't tell if there's a tree behind here. Oh, it's so annoying to not be able to tell. It looks like Boyars are moving in. Hera's not paying attention, or maybe he is and just doesn't care. He's almost at 200 population. He's going up to 40 of these camel archers. By the way, Hera's castle is still up. Where are those green trebuchets? They are dead, and they are being replaced by 4 bombard cannons. Oh my goodness, we've got a Vietnamese dock with the War Galley upgrade being researched. Actually, Navy here would be very detrimental for for Doubt's infrastructure. 49 minutes into the game, trade routes are up and running. 61 carts for Hera, 43 for Doubt, 36 and 43. So WeSports is down a significant number. Of course, they lost so many to those raids. I mean, the Boyar just doesn't die. One of the developers was like, hey, you know what? You know what would be fun? Putting a Teutonic Knight on a horse that can carry it. And thus was born the Boyar. Hey, Rattans, get the hell out of the way. Oh, they have to get out of here. This is not ending well for WeSports. This is not ending well for WeSports at all. They are trying to make a very strange curved wall off here. But you know what? The Paladins are dying as well. But there are still 4 Paladins, 3 Paladins, 2, 1, 0. Happy New Year. 102 kills. Oh my goodness, there's 124 people watching right now. Welcome to everyone who is watching, if it's your first time. Welcome to the absolute bloodbath at the 51-minute mark of the game between this in this show match. And like I said, Hera live streamed this earlier on his Twitch channel as part of a 12-hour charity live stream. I believe he's raising funds for UNICEF, which I said earlier is a personal favorite of mine. I always used to go as a kid around the neighborhood trick-or-treating on Halloween with those little UNICEF boxes asking people for pennies. Oh, Bombard Cannon enters the chat. So if you're interested in donating, definitely check out Hera's Twitch channel. I think he should have a link in the in his video for today's live stream. Man, is Hera a beast when it comes to live streaming. 12-hour streams. Doubt's back, catches a very random bombard cannon. What the hell were you doing here? I guess popping out of here. Fredo, hello, hello. There was a legit UNICEF commercial where the Smurf village gets bombed by America. Oh my god. That is horrible. And hello, Corey. And goodbye, bombard cannons. Hera's gonna sacrifice these camel archers. He's gonna go after each and every one of these BCs. He gets them, 3 of them it looks like. Doubt is in the trade to the back. This paladin has 3 kills. Of course, no murder holes for Leary, because why the hell would he? The bold monk by Hart. Hart had a monk here? I didn't even notice. And now it's WeSports' turn to be the ones dictating the pace of the game. I mean, come on, just get murder holes. That will solve all of your problems. Rattan's popping out, Boyar's coming in to help out. Man, it is such a beast of a unit. But the real action, the big battle is here at the 9 o'clock position. Oh goodness, there's enough camel archers to one-shot Boyars? 46, I guess. There you go. There's your magic number. That was an absolute disaster for Hart. But here come the Rattans. They're a completely different beast with their 10 pierce armor. The camel archer does 2 damage. 2 HP of damage to a Rattan archer. That is feudal age level of damage. Oh, this is not a fight Hera wants to take. This is not a fight Hera wants to take at all. Oh my goodness, Dowd is training Kipchaks. Bye-bye, Boyars. But you know what? Little by little, Hera and Dowd are being pressed into here. On the other side of the map, we've got a whole bunch of paladins. There was a monk pushing, trying to convert. Oh my goodness. Weebride is Chef Boyardee. Bombard cannon. Did it even get a kill? I don't think it got a kill there. No, it's still at 9 kills. I would love to see some more siege out of our slab. I see a couple of mangonels now, onagers. Remember, their siege costs 15% less. So Dowd is being disruptive as much as he can be. What's attacking the town center? Oh, a single paladin's attacking the town center. 2 trebs are in here. Looks like they took down the castle. Oh, now the bombard cannons are alone and undefended. Our slab is getting siege onager. I'm going to stop inhaling, going... Yo, mama, this game is absolutely bonkers, but look at the exchange of death with the Rattan archer and any other archer. This is a Huskarl with a bow and arrow. You should not be fighting it. You should not be fighting it at all. The only thing saving Hera right now is the double HP on his unit compared to the Rattan archer. And oh, here comes the siege onager. Here come multiple siege onagers, actually. Let's see how Hera micros against these. Beautiful splits. More beautiful splits. 1 onager down. Only 5 remaining. 4 remaining. The Boyars have inserted themselves into here. So now Hera's going to have to micro against both near and far. But it looks like Red's killing his own Boyars instead. Ouch. Looks like both of these siege workshops were saved, and both of the bombard cannons were saved as well. And now they're going to attack these Cuman siege. Let's see Cuman's... Oh, we are going to see siege onagers. Oh my god. We are getting to see siege onager play all of a sudden at the hour mark of the game. Yeah, Hera is actually now starting to train bombard cannons. I'm also wondering why no Janitors, because like Melanchi, I do want to see the Janitor. I haven't seen Doc tonight, no. Marco, you tried to look at all in German. Well, there you go. I'm just going to keep saying WeSports, but again, if it's wrong, I apologize. Our Vietnamese is starting to mix in some halberdiers. Not a bad idea against these never-ending freaking paladin run-bys. Uh-oh. Somebody's not paying attention. Someone's gonna get... Oh, ouch. All 3 onagers die for the slab, but he doesn't care. Like I said, 15% discounted. V-Spots. The only German accent I can do is a very exaggerated, like Hollywood style German accent. Oh my goodness, he is continuing to injure his own units here as Hart with these siege onagers, and oh, not again. I mean, you got at some point you got to wall this off, but nobody has any stone left. And so now it's up to the Rattans. Oh no, not against Paladins. Look at how slow they die. Okay, but die they do. There's still one left here, though. Let's see what's going on around the map now. Camel archers have inserted themselves into this nook, and they're going to start running amok in the trade route. Hera, by the way, holding on by himself with a couple of siege onagers from down on the left side. I'm very curious to see the kill count at the end of the game. Zuil. I love the way you cast it. So entertaining. Thank you so much. And thanks for catching us live. And oh, flattened like a freaking pancake. Hera just lost half of his army count. But does he care? Immediately 22 camel archers being trained out of all. I hope not out of here. I hope he has these very far away castles on different command groups or control groups rather. And it looks like for the 4th or 5th time, the attack in the trader has been cleared up just in time for the 5th or 6th attack. Oh no. WeSports, if they lose this game, are gonna lose based on the money, based on the gold. They are just doing 0 damage. Look at the resources on the bottom left of your bottom right of your screen. Look at Hera's resources: 2,600 gold, 10,000 food, and look at WeSports resources. They are starved for resources. Doubt as well, but if Hera is here, he can sling him all the live long day. You haven't seen Deutsche? Who's Deutsche? Tritang, which Savars? You mean the Boyars or the Cuman Paladin? Oh my god, oh my god. Where did these guys come from? By the way, look at the top of your screen to the left. Look how many Paladins Doubt has in his queue. That's why he has no gold. 61 freaking Paladins. Holy shit. Catherine, thank you so much. I appreciate the $5 super chat. Don't forget to like the stream if you're enjoying it. Yes, please. Thank you so much. I appreciate it as always. Especially the reminder, because I'm just terrible at that stuff. Now the Paladin's strangely retreating. Vengeance, a fellow Torontonian. Hello, hello. They do look a little bit like Savars. I love, like I said, the sun glinting on the shields when they attack downward on the screen. Okay, Hera didn't really mind losing all those camel archers. He's back up to 45. Oh. Oh, interesting. Yeah, you are seeing the score correct for the first time in this tournament. GamerLegion is ahead, but oh mama, this is a lot of boyars. I appreciate it so much, Catherine. The cleanup by WeSports at the top just extended the game even longer. Yeah, it's never ending out of Doubt. But now there's Halberdiers. Losing like 5 or 6 or even 10 trade cards at this stage of the game is not really the end of the world. Never-ending flow of 3 of the game's heaviest freaking units: a siege onager, a boyar, and a treb. I mean, these are literally 3 of the heaviest hitting units, but again, Hard keeps hitting his own freaking units. Leary is purely on the defensive, and now finally, oh, but wait a second, don't jack that tree. Doubt probably sends one final raid before this wall off is complete. Hera's playing Berbers, not Saracens. Yeah. He is very much playing the Berbers like crazy. Joe Mama with a $10 super chat. Thank you so much. No message. I appreciate it. Thank you. Intel versus Nvidia. Didn't Nvidia just become like the biggest company in the world like a few days ago? And didn't Amazon just hit something like 2 trillion net worth? Bonkers. Catherine, enjoy Waffle House. I am so jealous that you have regular access to it. Man, do I miss American food. Shuotang, did you ever see the video of NVIDIA's CEO when he was like 10 years old doing math problems in a competition? That guy is freaking brilliant. Another castle here by our Berber. So they're putting up static defense because they're slowly getting pressed into here. The scores are about 15% apart. Army counts are only 20 or so apart, but GamerLegion has 40 more trade cards than their opponents. Yeah, Shuotang, look it up. It is super cool. It's like a 5-digit number multiplied by a 7-digit number, and he's like, oh yeah, no, that's easy. He just starts saying the number. Oh, wait a second. Hera gets one with a very good attack round out of the bombard cannons. So we're basically seeing two different 1 versus 1s. We're seeing a Slav take on the Berber. Oh, good dodge there. Perfect dodge there by Hart. He needs 1 or 2 more dodges before he closes in on this army. Doesn't dodge that though, and he kills even more of his own boyars. Even more of his own boyars. 2 kills, 2 of them friendly fire. That isn't sour. And then on this side, we've got the Vietnamese taking on Paladins, which is unfair for the Vietnamese. They want to get some elephants out. Well, will you look at that? Holy moly. GamerLegion gets a notch on their belt. 400 Paladins. When the hell is the last time we've seen 471 boyars? I think we should all agree it's this, right? It's the non-stop freaking raiding. And yeah, 71 Paladins in queue. Doubt has more Paladins in queue than WeSports has army on the field. Which explains why they end the game with basically triple the army count, even though this was a good idea out of green. Hera and Doubt didn't really wall their trade-off, but they didn't really need to. I'm absolutely surprised we didn't get to see any kind of Hussar run-bys. Wow. And let's see the trade. Okay, Hera and Doubt, what is this? 85,000 to 63,000. So basically 22,000 more gold for Hera and Doubt. Biggest donor, our Slav, biggest recipient, our Vietnamese. What do we think the kill count is at? Doubt with the most kills, 786. Leary in second, then Hera, and then Hart. Of course, he's got the slower melee cavalry that needs to close in 3 conversions. Oh, man. Have a fantastic night, Catherine. Yeah, it's Joe Mama, it's 100% the trade rating. It's 100% that, right? It's got to be. And like I said, it's lucky for them that they have Cumans, because again, this is the only Paladin in the game that can catch a trade card. Trade card moves at 1.5 without a Caravanserai. And this guy is the only Paladin that moves faster than 1.49. So kudos to Doubt for not going Hussars or... I mean, to be fair, Cav Archers would probably have been a much better unit to snipe. And not like he didn't have the resources to upgrade them, but I love the heavy cavalry here to keep the pressure on the Vietnamese army to the left while he goes and raids to the right. Great game from Hart, pushing Hera slowly but surely. Doubt just got in before the walls. Exactly. So it's almost like a Rage Forest game where one team presses into one side, the other team presses into the other side. But it just the trade card. 22,000 extra gold is just almost you can't counter that. Yeah, Catherine shared on Discord. And if you're watching, definitely check out the Discord as I load up game number 3. Number 5. Sorry. You can tell it's been a long night when I confuse game numbers. All right. Game number 3, we find ourselves on Land Madness, which is like a Arabia map that got chickenpox and sprouted a bunch of bamboo forests. Why is there a bush underneath this town center? Is this some special version of Land Madness? Why is there a forage bush? Are you half a Gurjara? All right. In any event, let us take a look at the teams and the Civ bonuses. Magyars. Oh, pardon me. Didn't mean to sniff my nose. Their Cav Archers train 25% faster, which probably not going to be very useful for Doubt. Our Khmer, whose Scorpions have extra range. So we'll see how those two bonuses, probably not really going to synergize, to be fair. Then we've got the Mongols. We saw them already with their scout line units having extra line of sight. And last but not least, the Georgians. We saw them already with the building repairs costing 25% fewer resources. Yeah, this must be some special version of Land Madness where they all started with a berry bush underneath the TC. But it's 3-1. Let's see how this game shapes up. Let's look at the attack paths between... Sorry, it's over here. Between Hart and Hera. I mean, these are two cavalry civilizations. Should be a lot of fun to watch. A lot of room to maneuver, a lot of open space in front of Hera's base, whereas Hart has this big, thick forest here in the forward position. To the rear, he's got a bit of extra stone and gold. Hera also has a whole bunch of resources. And if you take a look at the total resources, more than double the stone count, about triple the gold count. Not a lot of food, but a decent amount of wood. So farms should be nice and bountiful and plentiful. And then the attack path, it looks like Doubt does have a bit more of a secure base, at least in terms of wall offs. Although you can never, I don't think you can build on this. So the bases are never 100% walled off unless you completely Howard Hughes yourself and build your own little enclosure. And we'll see. So these are actually, now that I look at it, 4 cavalry civilizations. Okay. Let's see it and let's go. By the way, what happened to those 2 sheep at the end of the last game that Hera couldn't find? Oh, Magyar Cav Archers versus Mangadai. Even versus Mongol Cav Archers. I think their Cav Archers fire 25% faster than Mongols. But yeah, that would be an absolutely epic if they go straight across the map from the 9 o'clock to the 3 o'clock position. For now, Hera's exploring the front. Does manage to get the last of his geese, it looks like. Doubt. Has he gotten all of his hurdles? No, he's still got a couple of geese up top here. So the player is starting to explore the map. Okay. Leary also missing the last of his geese, the last of us. And it looks like Hart already got all of his. Let's see how Hera does with the deer. I know it makes no difference. Deer, ibex, gazelle, zebra. I just find the deer to always be a little bit more rambunctious. Oh no. Oh no. Okay. Did Hera not see that there's a bamboo thing here blocking his scout? Maybe he didn't. Mini wall off for these Khmer lumberjacks. And it looks like it is going to be Hart, our Georgian. First to feudal off the back of 17 villagers, so a lot fewer villagers than his teammate. Although Hera and Doubt going up just 1 villager ahead at 18. Okay, bit of a slow beginning out of both teams here. Hera still has 2 more deer. I wonder if he'll push all of them. I mean, you have to wonder if this kind of map, I mean, in terms of hunting, because a lot of the food on the map is huntables, deer, it looks like, the name of the game on this map. The Georgians with the donkey cart and the Mongols with the 40% faster hunters should have an absolute field day gathering food around the map. Kind of sucks for the Mongols that they have to build mills, but what can you do? You still get that food 40% faster than normal, which is lightning fast. Hera is going to discover any second now. There we go. The Georgian wall off. Doubt. Still pushing the last of his deer. Hasn't really explored beyond a bit of a strudel shape around his base. Oh, he's trying to garrison the villagers. He's trying to get his... Yeah. That was all designed to have Hart garrison his villagers lose productivity time. Hart did it for a brief second, not the end of the world. Then the town center, of course, missed. Of course it did. And Leary is the last to hit the feudal age loom for doubt. No upgrades whatsoever for Team WeSports at the moment. Stable and a market for Leary, who by the time these two structures complete will probably have the food needed to go up to the next stage. A very fast castle here for Leary. Right as Doubt discovers where his opponent is, presses in, sees the market in the stable. He knows it's a fast castle out of the Mongol. Although, to be fair, anytime you see a Mongol in any kind of 1v1 these days, you basically have to assume it's a fast castle. Man, is the meta on Arabia just all fast castles now. The level of skill has just increased so much. I watch these players sometimes on Twitch who are like 900 elo, 1100 elo. They play really well. They play really, really well. And it's all build orders and things like that, which is super fun to watch. Melanchi, you're a fan of Strudel? I'm more of a Schwarzwald cake guy myself. Oh, here we go. Doubt is going to do Doubt things, bringing forth 5 villagers. He, unless he clicked up, has absolutely nothing. What he does have is a tower that's being placed. Hera's already here guarding the construction site. And they are pressing into the fast castling Mongol, who in 30 seconds is absolutely going to obliterate this forward position. Our Georgian is adding some of his scouts that regenerated 5 HP a minute. And, okay. We'll see how much this can get done. Uh-oh. Immediately Knights. Immediately Step Lancers. Interesting choice against a tower push. Because they come with one range, you kind of have to micro them by right-clicking on the dead space here and then attacking the tower. Because if you just right-click a Step Lancer to attack the tower's going to attack right back. By the way, these Palisades are going to mean nothing against the Step Lancer as well. And it looks like Hera's starting to lose cavalry units. Has managed to get a villager kill or two. Let's see how many exactly. Come on, get out of here. Oh my goodness, my clicking skills are just absolutely atrocious. 2 kills. No, he didn't get that villager. What the hell killed that yellow villager there? A poppy seed strudel. Doubt loses one of his 5 forward villagers. Looks like he lost another one somewhere. And he lost his all of his cavalry as well. So mission not accomplished. He lames the gold here. Unfortunately for him, I'm assuming there's another gold pile literally nearby that can be taken. So not the end of the world. Hera's moving in again. Garrison your villagers, he says. This time he does lose a scout. And Hart is in hot pursuit of this one scout, reinforcing scouts as well. He figures, you know what, as long as you're heading towards your base, I'm fine with that. I'm going that way anyway. So let me hitch a ride with you. You know, Step Lancers are out. Is anyone else even close to going up to Castle Age? Absolutely not, unless they've already queued it up in their town centers. None of these players are going up to Castle Age anytime soon. Hart broke. Hera's got the food, not the gold. Doubt has neither the food nor the gold. Back up, says Leary to these 3 scouts. Okay, you guys managed to get a bit of HP off. Now Hart is pinging over here, telling Leary, hey, let's do a bit of a joint military exercise. An attack from this location. I heard a lion, a tiger. Yeah, it's tigers today. Aw. Every time one of these tigers dies, for some reason, I don't ask me why, it reminds me of that scene in Scarface where Tony marries Elvira, and then in one of the most cocky, bossy walks I have ever seen in any movie, Al Pacino, just arms flailing at his side, walks down the hill during his wedding to show everyone the pet tiger that he bought. That scene is always engraved in my mind. Is always, that makes no sense. Is engraved in my mind forever, basically. Doubt is back. Doubt never left with these 3 scouts. His villagers are now down here, laming another forest, but there's a lot of forests on this map, so I'm not too sure tower laming of forests is really the way to go. Massive battle here. Looks like the Steppe Lancers ultimately will get taken care of, but not for free. Tower Rash strikes again. Although on a map like this, like I said, with so many forests and so many places for them to establish their lumber industries, I don't know. I know, poor kitty. I always feel bad for the wildlife, even though I know it's not real. Even though I know it would attack if you didn't attack it. You still feel bad for it. It's just an animal doing what animals do. Ooh. Hard is in the back, has seen the gold. But he's pinging over here, flaring over here. I'm under attack, he says. 2 spearmen should be enough to at least make Hera hesitate a little bit. And if I had to guess, Hard is probably not leaving the radius of the town center anytime soon. Although we did move this one spearman a little bit off campus. Okay, 1 unit for 1 unit. And it is Doubt who hits Castle Age immediately. Scale barding armor for his 2 knights that are about to pop out. What are the upgrades, by the way, on Lyri's? 0 upgrades whatsoever. No upgrades at all. He is going to be facing +1/+1 knights in a second. He might want to start thinking about upgrades. And he's going to discover that immediately if he's paying attention. Red is pinging over here. I wonder if that ping distracted Leary from seeing that he's facing these knights, because he's still not getting any upgrades. Hard, our Georgian, is getting upgrades for his cavalry. But does he need them? He's inside Hera's base. Hera is still in the feudal age, still just clicked up right now and 2 minutes away from hitting the next stage. Ooh, he wanted to one-shot the villagers. Not too sure this is a fight the Steppe Lancers want to stay around for. Stronger unit notwithstanding, you are outnumbered 2-1 here. Knights show themselves, still no upgrades for our Mongol. I wonder if that means he's planning to transition to some kind of ranged cavalry instead. By the way, our Mongol doesn't even have bloodlines yet. Oh no. Some key upgrades are missing. No bloodlines, no husbandry, and no attack or armor upgrades whatsoever. What is going on with Leary's armory? This is what happens when you rush a little bit too quickly to get up to Castle Age. Nothing is free in Age of Empires. Nothing is free at all. And so if you rush, ultimately you are doing so at the cost of your economy, which means no upgrades for you. Doubt has 9 knights to the 9 Steppe Lancers, but Hart has 11 knights to Hera's 14 scouts. Let's see if he upgrades them to light cav, if he's going to stick on that composition. Oh, he can't upgrade them to light cav. He's got no Hera's broke as a joke. He's got 40 food in the bank. Best Steppe Lancers in the game. Well, at least he'll have... Well, no, sorry, there it is. What am I talking about? He did scrap together the resources needed to go up to light cav. Hart is shooing away Doubt. And there's husbandry as well. Doubt, by the way, his tower is still up here. This tower is still up here. Leary is just absolutely ignoring it. And now a monk all the way from the top right of our screen is going to move very slowly to try to convert this guy. Let's see if Doubt notices. Ooh, he gets real close. Doubt, no, 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 no. The hesitation is a killer. What's the quote from Dune? Fear is the mind killer. In Age of Empires, hesitation is the night killer. Hera going economic upgrades. Hera's at 40 villagers, but Leary's at 38. And he is about to get absolutely slammed by 13 of these 20% extra HP light cavalry units. But at the same time, Hera is getting slammed to the rear as well. Although it does have enough spearmen. Doubt's going to shoo this away. I'm really curious to see how much damage Hera can do. It looks like he already got a villager kill. Splits up his army. Yeah, that was the worst time to split against the Step Lancers. But again, Leary with no upgrades whatsoever. These are +2, +1. Let's take a look at the stats, because the Step Lancer isn't exactly the strongest unit in the game. I think the light cavalry is actually stronger now. No, it's on par. 9 to 9. And the light cavalry has 1 melee armor to the 0 of the Step Lancer, and they both move relatively at the same speed. Oh, but now we've got Mongol camels. Hut their way to these light cavalry units. Hearts Town Center is discovered and contested. Oh no! Hera. Oh, wow. Stopped for just a brief second. The camels closed. They get 2 kills. But those light cav are pretty fast. Lucky Hera indeed. I mean, look at the scores. They are identical. Army counts identical. WeSports, though, is ahead 10 villagers. Make of that what you will. What are you, Mr. Red Blob? You are a couple of knights just resting on your laurels. Oh, and another attempt to sideswipe Hera fails. Camels, not exactly the greatest at killing buildings. Unless you're Hindustani, of course. It'll be a long time before those camels destroy anything. And now our Georgian is adding light cavalry. I would love to see... Okay, now all of a sudden... I was going to say stone. And then I looked to the bottom and there was no villagers on stone. And all of a sudden, 11 villagers on stone. Where are these 11 villagers on stone? Oh, they're here next to the town center. Doubt sees it. He sees the sheer volume of villagers here. He knows... They've got to stop this or else the Manaspas are going to come out. And once the Manaspas come out in sufficient quantities, it is not good. Not good for your opponent. For now, he is stopping the stone collection. The one last villager who I guess couldn't fit into the TC. No, he could fit. Maybe he was just training and immediately sent to die. What is this green blob behind Yellow's base? Oh, some fresh knights. 0 kills. They're going to die to the TC. It's got 14 villagers inside. This is no longer walled off, so Leary has to be a little careful here. Is Doubt going to go right or left? Oh, he rolls the dice and he goes left. He thinks it's still closed. Oh, now it is. Okay. Leary. I should never underestimate the reaction time of these players. Okay, so these knights are not going to accomplish anything at all with camels chasing them here. The big cavalry battle. Georgian knights that regenerate 10 HP per minute against Magyar light cavalry that are 15% cheaper. And therefore, there are 12 of them here running amok. But Hera says enough's enough. My monks have probably spent their faith. Looks like it. Yeah, now both monks are dead. And here comes the Mongol to relieve his teammate. He has chased Doubt all the way back. Will he get the monk? Oh, he loses a Step Lancer. Okay, okay. Bit of a game of hot potato here. Nobody wants to really be the one holding the bag when the battle starts. They're all vying for control of these 2 hills. Very important for our Georgian to stay on top of the hill. They take 40% less damage when they fight downhill. But I guess he figures with the camels, there's enough units here to wreck this. Hera is pinging here. I wonder why he's pinging. Doubt's already here with knights. Looks like he's sending a few fresh. No, these aren't fresh at all. They are very badly wounded. Down 20% of their HP. And where's our Mongol going? By the way, tower cleared up. Tower still here. Doubt still mining the stone he started mining an hour ago. These two Khmer knights, did he just forget he had them? And where are these 5 going? They're being thrown into Red's base? Okay. Well, the Mongol sees it. The Mongol chases, and there is the Georgian castle placed right next to the stone pile. Why risk anything? And Doubt is going to discover that this castle is up right as he veers right into it. But no ballistics means that those knights are safe and sound. Army counts 48 to 40 for GamerLegion. Villager counts 180 to 160 for WeSports. No, no. How many villagers do we think he's going to get? 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, that's a monk. 3 villagers and a monk. Not bad. But the Manaspas are here. They've got forging. In 50 seconds, they'll have iron casting. And he is adding more and more of them. He's going up to 8, which will give him a free +1 attack. And, by the way, remember that attack boost also applies if there's knights within a 15 tile radius. So you don't just need Manaspas. Although knights obviously don't attack on a ridiculous 12 base. Oh yeah. Who doesn't love seeing 4 cavalry civilizations duke it out? By the way, where the hell's our Mongol? Okay, he's here with his camel riders and his bow saw. Is anyone hoarding any resources? No. Doubt looks like he's halfway up to the resource count for Imperial. And again, the Georgian gives up the high ground. Why does he keep giving up the high ground? I know, Super Gen, I feel bad. I think of that exactly when I say that as well. Looks like those green knights finally cleared up. Our Georgian is in the rear of the Khmer base this time. And now Hera multi-prong attacking. Oh no, he's gonna get a lot more than 3 villagers this time. The tiger has chased them from who knows where. Oh my goodness, he's not even retreating with the villagers. Hart just lost a whole bunch of gold miners. So WeSports villager lead still is actually 20. Okay. All right. Now it is Doubt's turn to lose villagers. 2 monks. Doesn't look like a single conversion. Stone miner pops out at the worst possible time. Gets blocked by the horse's ass. Cannot retreat to the TC. What the hell is Doubt doing here? Engaging underneath a castle in a town center. Red's base is secure for now. Nobody has anything that can even remotely engage into a castle at this point. No, Manaspas do not get from an ally unit. You have to have your own units. That would absolutely be epic if you can get it from ally units. And our Mongol sends a few units. They all die. And now his base is getting shoved into by these Magyar Knights. +2/+2. It looks like Leary has the resources to go Imperial, and he clicks Imperial. But so does Hera. Hera's hoarding a lot of resources, and just as I said, he also clicks up to Imperial. So yellow's going to pump out Trebs to get rid of green, probably. Blue's going to pump out Trebs to get rid of red, although Trebs out of what exactly? Hera does not have a castle, and he has 0 villagers on stone. He's about to have a lot fewer villagers. But he needs to keep moving. The saving grace for the Manaspa is that it can outrun the knight. Just a little bit slower than a Cuman paladin. Oh no, Leary pulls back at the worst possible time. He expected Hera to just run away, but of course Hera is Hera. Has to get a final villager kill. Will Dow get the villager? Yeah, he does, before ultimately biting the dust. One kill here, but a fresh body of knights. Well, I always say fresh, and then I look at their HP, and I think pretty stinky. How many Manaspas? Only 6 and 2 knights. Should give them the free +1 attack boost. Let's click the Manaspa. Yeah, they're at a +3 with forging. How cool is that feature? You don't have to train other Manaspas. You can actually just add knights. So many Manaspas here as well. 14. So he actually has 26 Manaspas and 2 knights. Is 28. I think he just needs 1 more. I think you need 29 to cap out at a +4 attack. Which in the Castle Age, by the way, +4 attack would give you what, 18 attack in Castle Age? What unit attacks on an 18? I guess a Shotel warrior? I don't think there's any other cavalry that attacks on an 18 in the Castle Age. I'm trying to think. No, I don't think there is. Of course, you have to pay for that. 29 units are not cheap. I'm assuming this is a delay tactic, trying to just keep him away. 21, so they only get a +2. You need 22 to get the extra attack. Oh no, but here comes another one. There's your 22. And remember, it's in a 15 tile radius, which is a ridiculous radius. It's like this on each side of the Manaspa. Here, 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 here. Our Mongol is expanding outward. Let's see if he can catch these knights out. Yeah, of course he does. Okay, pulls the villagers. Perfect pull. I'm surprised the camels are running away, leaving the villagers alone. I guess he's just massing it, and he's in heavy camel mode. Everyone is an Imperial except for Hart, who is a minute and a half away. Ooh, Hera. Hera's going Magyar, possibly Paladin? Did manage to kill a nice handful of these Manaspas by catching them out, but has revealed that he is going Cavalier. No, he doesn't have the resources yet for Paladin. Not exactly Burgundian cheaper stable techs over here. So we have heavy camels and Manaspas taking on Cavalier and Cavalier. Let's frickin' see it. WeSports is now ahead significantly, 35 army count. They're also still ahead 10 villager count. And they're ahead now about 1,200 in score as well. There's a lot of conversion attempts out of Hera. Let's see how many camels he actually does get. Just the 2? Okay, just the 2 camels, but the monks survive? Holy moly. 2 of the 4 or 5 monks do survive. Okay. For a second. It's like one of those horror movies where you think the guy survives and then a second later something else happens and kills him. Bring your camels back. Oh, never mind. Your camels are dead. They're at 20% of their HP. Holy moly. What an absolute forest of Manaspas. And finally, Hart takes the battle on the high ground. 45 freaking Manaspas. In 40 seconds, they will have Blast Furnace, and they are elite. So they're going to be capped out at their 22 max attack. And that is going to be very bad news bears for Hera and for Doubt's army here. Even though Hera does have a few camels thrown in. 1 rider and 4 heavies. 52 Manaspas. Oh, he's finally clearing up Doubt's encampment here, but Doubt has already taken all of the stone. He's pressing into here. I don't know which battle to watch. I mean, the camels are going to absolutely slaughter everything here. The Manaspas are absolutely going to slaughter everything here. GamerLegion's down 40 army count. And Hera is losing camels now. Oh my goodness. What the hell do you do against this? 22 attacks, 7 freaking melee armor. What do you even do? Oh, you GG. Well, it wasn't exactly a sweep, but it was kind of sweep-ish. I mean, last game was pretty freaking epic. Cavaliers for doubt, 93 Manaspas. But again, what the actual hell do you do against this many Manaspas? 51 kills. And they attack on a 22 with 7 melee armor. I appreciate that, Super Gen. That was the games were really... I mean, the games just were freaking epic tonight. Yeah. Okay, sent 390, received 300. Relic gold for our Mongol. Let's see, conversions 12 for Hera. There's your camel riders. Building destroyed, not the end of the world. Kill count, not the end of the world as well. 200 for our Georgian and our Mongol. 150. Yeah, oh, look at that. Hera just 2 kills away from being in second place. Doubt with the fewest number of kills. And that was absolutely epic. Heavy camels. Even though the Mongol heavy camel is nothing special, there's nothing particularly, you know, unique about it. It, I believe, is missing the last armor upgrade, which makes it actually subpar compared to just more pristine camel lines. But it's still going to beat this Cavalier, who's getting who, with the 18 attack bonus that I think it does. Yeah. And here the Manaspa is just shredding everything. I mean, look at this. Do you see more than 2 dead bodies for red here? This is all dead blue checkers. Yeah, John, that is the big news story here, is that WeSports has drafted or hired, or whatever the term is, 2 beasts who are absolutely crushing it, at least in these 2v2s. And they end the game with 60 more army count, 20 more civilian. No trade for anybody because, yeah, it's not that kind of map, I guess. But wow, everyone, thank you so much for joining. To all the new people who commented and everyone who sent a super chat, I really do appreciate it. And if you've commented, if this is your first time, do hit that like button. If you like what you see, consider subscribing. And until we meet again, these were some fantastic games. I'm a little upset we don't get 2 more, which is just shows you how fun these games were. But we had 5 really fun games. There were no like super shitty games tonight. All 5 were just absolutely fantastic, which means you can tell the players really were trying their darndest. And on that note, I will bid everyone a farewell, a fantastic night. Shwetang, a good morning to you. And if it's a morning for you as well, Abdullah, I'm looking at you. Have a fantastic morning as well. Everyone, thank you so much for joining. Have a great night. And hopefully, if you're around tomorrow at roughly the same time, a little bit earlier, my usual Friday night Rage Forest cast should still happen. And so definitely keep your eyes peeled for that. Have a good night, everybody.